Welcome. Welcome to Living a High Vibrational Life with Meagan Michael. Tonight we are going to be, let me just turn the music off. Tonight we're going to be talking about a few different things. Number one, I'm going to answer your questions. What happened to High Vibrational Mastery and your Facebook business and profile? Well, we're going to ask Spirit. That's what we're going to do. And also, how can you know who to trust in this life? And this is something that's been a recurring lesson for me in this life, and a lot of you that are on this YouTube channel and have been since it's hang on a minute, let me make sure I'm actually on YouTube. And since we started this channel, let me stop sharing that just for a moment. Give me 1 second. Make sure I'm live. Yep, I am live. Excellent. All right, good. Can you see me? Can you hear me? All right, wonderful. Now, so a lot of people, a lot of light workers, Spirit has shown me a lot of light workers. My microphone is up there. I'm just trying to straighten it out. A lot of light workers have been in really dark places, and that is how we grow and we develop, because we come here by choice. This is not an accident. That's one of my cats, Chevy. Are you okay, buddy? Okay, either that was a spirit cat or that was one of my cats talking to me right now, but I don't see him. So that was Spirit. And then they just took the camera out of focus. Okay, I forgot. Okay, all right. So let me just do the intro, which is High Vibrational Mastery. Welcome to High Vibrational Mastery. I am still the founder of High Vibrational Mastery, where we are raising the vibration of the planet one soul at a time. My name is Meagan Michael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. Now I'm really going by psychic visionary because it encompasses everything. And every Sunday, I present to you spiritual thought leaders from around our world and beyond. Thank you, Spirit. Better? Now we can continue. They wrote the intro, and they want me to say it. And you will notice on every single live stream that everyone I've ever watched back, which is a lot of them, you'll see that when I do the intro and I mention from, interviewing or whatever the words are from around this world and beyond, that there will be some kind of a technical glitch, a pause, something that looks like I edited the video to stretch or do something different, but I didn't. I really do that. That is my cat, Chevy. I hear you, buddy. All right? So yes, Spirit is always letting, oh, hi, Trixie, it's you? No, it's Chevy. Spirit's always letting everybody know that they are here. Just like that, just now. Okay, that's Trixie. That wasn't Spirit. But this little technical thing, that is Spirit. Give me 1 second. Let me fix that. Spirit, come on. Come it out, please. And Trixie, honey, you got to get down, girl. All right. No problem. Meagan, pause. Trixie, Chevy. My angels. Okay, so these are the things. A couple of things. I don't even know if I want to share it on Facebook. Right? Let me see if anybody's here. Okay, that's not looking right. Okay, good. But let me see if I shared it onto Facebook. Because I set this up as okay, but it doesn't look like it's there. How come? All right, well, it looks like it's... I'm on the wrong one. Hang on a minute. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I'm talking to... that I set it up properly so that you actually have a chance to watch it live if you should choose to watch it live. Trixie, you need to get down. Please. Please, dear. Thank you. I love you, too. She's an awesome cat. I know she's trying to tell me something. And she's like, Mom, you set it up wrong. Let's check it out. I don't usually set things up wrong, so... Am I broadcasting? Yes, I am. I am live on our new page. And I will show you what the new page looks like as well. So let me show you. Again, we do screen share, application. Is that it? Yeah. This should be it right here. All right. So it no longer says High Vibrational Mastery. The new page says Live Streaming Higher Consciousness. All right. I also feel very drawn toward living a high vibrational life with Meagan Michael. So right now, they're still kind of together. But I do have 2 different YouTube channels. And what in the world are you doing, Kat? She's chasing her tail. Spirit, you're being so funny. Anyway, that's what it looks like. I want you to know. So go over there and the link will be in the comments. And definitely like and follow the page. Okay, now let me shut that down. I just really want to dive into the topic. I do. I just want to get there and talk about it. Like this is a pre-recorded. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like we're not even, although if you're here and you're like, but we're not. So funny. So that's okay because it's really meant to be the way it is. Of course, nobody even on this page yet. So let me give some people a chance by sharing it. Hi. I'm glad you're here. I don't know who you're here. Who is here right now, but you're here, and I'm glad that you're here. All right, so live streaming now, and we're probably going to do readings too, but I'm really drawn to talk about from not just from my perspective, from Spirit's perspective, what happened to High Vibrational Mastery, and how do you know whom you can trust? And Spirit wants to talk about this. So let me share this out a bit. And I invite, hi, Bonnie. It's not here yet, but I didn't check the mailbox today, just so you know. But I am absolutely, it was pouring out. I really wanted to go check. It'll get here. I'm sure it'll get here. Bonnie sent me an awesome feather, and I'm really excited about it. I am. And I am definitely going to be Trixie, honey, my love, sweet cat of mine. Whoa, 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 sweet cat of mine. You have to get down, please. Please get Tricks. All right. Hi, hello. She's not listening to me at all. And that's okay. That's all right. Because I did adopt a social media cat. That was the plan. Social media cat. Yepers. All right. I'm just going to, did I share it to my homepage yet? No, I'll do that now. So and I want to invite you to share it out if you are drawn. Other than that, and hello, whoever's here on YouTube. That is awesome that you're here on YouTube too. In this super cool. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna. Oh, hi, Kim. All right. I didn't know if anybody's gonna show up because anyway. So this is what I'm doing here. This is what I'm doing. Aside from looking at my cat and wondering why she will not stop what she's doing. Ah! All right. Spirit wanted me to talk about this. So we're going to talk about it. And I should probably post the link in case you do want a reading tonight. I am offering readings if it comes up. If it's supposed to be, then it'll be. I am not even worried anymore about anything. I just show up like Spirit wants me to show up, and then I do what they want me to do because that's what I'm drawn to do. So let me just go ahead and pin this. Tonight, if you do want a reading, all readings are 5 cards, and they're all 22. That's what tonight is. If we do a reading at all, and if not, that's okay too. All right, let me just go ahead and pin this in the comments over here. Okay. Readings tonight. 5 cards. And only 22. Ooh. That's what we're doing tonight. Can I share it? I mean, can I pin it? I don't know. I don't even see it yet. Ooh, I see that. All right. Oh, I know how to do it. Hold on.
On YouTube, that is awesome.
All right. Let's seem to have all kinds of. I can do my stuff again. All right. So let's talk. So we're going to talk, and whoever shows up, and I'm excited that anybody's here. I am just excited to be here with you guys, and I am streaming live on YouTube, right? It doesn't just look like I'm almost streaming live on YouTube. Let me just show you. As most of you know, at this point, most of my content, all of my content is going on YouTube. Some of it's going on Facebook. So if you want to see all of my, hello Chevy, if you want to see all of my content, definitely follow me on YouTube. Subscribe and like the channel, okay? And I'm also going to have special things going on. This is just incredible. The cat's spirit is so close to me right now that my one cat is here and my other cat is there, and they're normally not that close. I mean, and my dogs are both sound asleep. Where's Puppy? Oh, he's asleep too. But okay. So, and I'm probably going to edit this back later, just so we can get to the point where where Spirit wants to talk about this. So I'm going to quiet my mind for a few moments, and then I'm going to tell you guys what we came here to talk about. Spirit is saying high vibrational mastery was removed for you to wake up. You're talking about the medium. For you to wake up, to move forward, and to wake up the collective as well. You cannot put all of your eggs in one basket. You cannot have a comfort zone that you're too comfortable in to leave, or some people are afraid to leave. Facebook is a familiar place. It's a comfortable place, but it's a place that you do not own. You do not have rights. You have limited rights because it isn't yours. You don't own it. It's a social media platform and you don't run it. So no matter what content that you put out there, some of it you're allowed to put out there, some of it you're not. You're going by other people's rules. And let's assume that you're doing everything by the rules, like High Vibrational Mastery did. Let's just say we assume you're playing by all the rules because it's really important to you. And then somebody else decides, I think I'll just throw a wrench into that shit. Some people are jealous, whatever. I'm not even going to worry about it because it won't serve us. But for whatever reason somebody accused High Vibrational Mastery of harassing content. Okay. I rarely even say the word shit live, but okay. So somebody was offended by the content. I don't think so, but did they report it? Yeah. And so what happened was I was in a meeting. I was in a meeting, right? With some soul friends. Okay. And when the meeting was over, my business page was gone. And my cat has got to go down there. And she knows it. Okay. And my business page was gone and my personal page was gone. Now that's years of content. Let's just start with the personal page. That's years of photos and writing. And no, I didn't back up all my writing. Normally it was just from my heart at that moment. And I do have blogs on my website. See, the only thing that's safe is something that you have on your own website, providing that you paid the people that host it for you, because that's not you either. But at least if you have webs, I do, of course, have web hosting through Wix, and I think they're phenomenal, and I really recommend them. I should put a link in the comments for you. I'll do that. Well, anyway, so on social media, even if you start like I started, there were no live streaming psychics. There was no live streaming. I started live streaming and I started psychic reading at the same time. I was the first person that was doing it. If there was somebody else doing it, we never met because I was the first person that I knew that was doing it. That was doing it. I met a lot of my soul friends who had come out of a channeling course and they were doing channeling and they were doing some in private groups. They were practicing channeling in private groups. And they're all amazing. I mean, all the ones that I still know, they're just incredible. But nobody was doing psychic readings live or for donation. That took people from balls, because a lot of people that are light workers feel that, well, I shouldn't be charging for my services. Really? That's ridiculous. But I think most of you are over that already, especially since most of the people that I worked with in the beginning that said, oh, I could never charge, are charging and doing live stream readings, because there's no reason why you shouldn't. And especially now more than ever, when you really can't run to the local psychic. Well, it's honestly, in my town, you probably could, but in some places, they're still like some kind of lockdown thing or whatever. But even if you're doing live stream readings, maybe you don't want $111 1 hour private reading. Maybe you really want just like a $25 reading to find out what's up today. And maybe it's just fun to hear other people's business sometimes, because Spirit never tells more. And you know what? And whenever Spirit does a reading for somebody and you're listening, there's something in it for you too, if it resonates. So it's a whole thing. Hey, John. He said, I think it was an inside job, Trixie. John, I'm glad to see you. I'm always glad to see you. See, that's soul family right there. That's soul family. Bringing levity. I know I'm alone, John, but I'm not alone because you're here. So basically, I'm running this because I'm live streaming to YouTube as well. And the whole point of this is to find out what happened from Spirit. What happened to High Vibrational Mastery. So what they're saying is they kept telling me it was time to move to YouTube. It was time to expand. Now, mind you, I guess I keep backtracking, but I started out public on Facebook doing readings when nobody was doing readings. I started charging for readings. Nobody was doing that. I was doing it publicly, not in a private group, and I started out that way. Balls to the wall. Excuse me. What the heck? What are they going to do? Take my page down? Balls to the wall. I started out. Here we go. Spirit wants me to do this. This is what we're going to do. We're doing it, and I'm doing it just that way. I spent enough time in life and went through enough life lessons with cancer and all that other kind of and abuse and blah, 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 all those lessons that I freaking grew from. And now I'm not going to where'd that cat go? Pussyfoot around. There she is in the corner. Oh, she's hiding now. Pussyfoot around, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, I'm here. I get it. I know why Spirit made me an Aries sun. And of course I agreed with all of this. With a Scorpio rising, right? And a Pisces. Whoa, everything is wonderful. And I'm so psychic. Moon. I get it. I'm super psychic and I've got balls and I do it. And I'm not afraid of anything. And because I've already been through all the things that I was afraid of. So Spirit says next, now you're moving to YouTube. And I'm like, well, all right, but I got all these friends on Facebook and I have a nice following and now I'm making kind of an okay living on Facebook. I don't have a lot of expenses. I was doing okay, right? And so they kept telling me to go to YouTube because there's even though Facebook is also global, it's a limited audience. And it is what it is. And they allow people to see whatever they allow people to see. Right now, my content is still not seen by many people, even if they're on my whatever. And that doesn't matter because it really isn't up to them. It's up to Spirit. Okay. So I'm not playing the victim here, guys. There's no freaking victims on this whole experience. Hi, Jessica. I didn't even know you were here. I'm so glad you're here because you have them both for sure. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I really thought I was talking to myself. I think John, if you're still there, hello too. And I'm so glad that you're both here. And that is super awesome. And guys, if you want a reading tonight, let me know. But basically, I'm here more than anything to talk about from Spirit's perspective. What happened? Where did it go? So 2.5 years of content. Did it disappear? All my live streams, all my artwork, all those graphics that I've hand created, every single one of them. Well, not hand. Well, yeah, hand, because I did them online. I am an artist. I'm a content creator. Even all the descriptions, even most of the bios for the first year for the people I interviewed, I wrote them because these people didn't even have titles yet. Spirit would say, oh, I don't want to say anything because you might recognize them. But let me just make Spirit, give me just something fake. Okay. All right. So Spirit's like, you are a spiritual alchemist sound healer. And the person would be like, oh, that's me. I like that. It resonates. Great. So that's what you are. And I promote you like that. And now I'm writing the bio. And I write the bio with no bullshit either, but I write the bio from spirit's perspective, from the high vibrational perspective, as the psychic visionary that I am. And I see you as you will be, as you are. I don't see you with your limitations like you see yourself. I don't see you where you think you are now. I see you later. I see you after you've already done it and succeeded and you're already successful. And that's how I promoted all the spiritual thought leaders on High Vibrational Mastery. Hi, Jamie Judd. Good to see you. I'm always happy to see you on here. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad that you're here. Jessica says, and your energy, you make my body vibrate. Hi. Awesome. Thank you. So all of those people, right? So all that content, all the content that I created, poof, gone. Now they didn't say it's deleted. They said it's disabled, but what is it if I can't access it? You know? And then, well, what do people think happened to it? Now I had to not worry about that because there's going to be people that think whatever they want to think, and what people think about us is none of our business. So that's an Abraham quote that I'm pulling in there. So if anybody actually thinks that I actually did anything harassing on my channel, they were never watching it. Seriously. If anybody thinks I put something abusive or racist or anything at all that might have offended somebody that wasn't looking to be offended on because I didn't, and that's okay. But if somebody really felt that way, I respect that. But I know that's not what happened, and that's okay too, because this is the second part of what they want to talk about. How do you know who to trust? Now, there are people, especially when you start to get a little bit of famous, and I'm not calling myself famous, but I'm not, I see myself in that direction. I'm a public figure. That's much better than the word famous. That's such a bloated thing, but I'm a public figure and I'm put myself out there, right, as a public figure. And so and this is something brand new. If you didn't grow up with a bunch of public figures as parents or something, or friends, or you weren't in the industry, then it's brand new. And not only that, but live streaming is new altogether. So even, I'm sure there are some really successful content creators on YouTube that have been doing this for a while, and they've already figured this out at a very young age. But there's a lot of us that had no idea what it was going to be like to have stalkers. And to have people that just wanted to be near you or in your life, but they really weren't high vibe and they had no intention of being, but they just needed to get into your space. But then when you didn't want them in your space or in your life or in your bed or in your house or in your email, whatever, you know what I mean? They were like, listen, people have their own spirits tickling my scalp. Thank you, Spirit. They said you're getting funky. People are going to feel whatever they're going to feel. And we are a vibrational match to everything that we create. So as much as I felt victimized, and I did feel fucking victimized. I did. I'm like, what the hey? So I trusted. And then there's this one person saying it was definitely the other person. But the person that said that was also the same person that said, stay close to your enemies. You know who used to tell me that? My mother used to tell me that. Actually, she used to say it differently. Be kind to your enemies. It confuses them. I love my mother dearly, okay? But she didn't do the best job raising me. I did a much better job myself when I re-raised myself. And so I feel it's important. She goes, oh my God, my lower half of my body is so painful. Can you help me? Yes, probably so. Did your mom get her fridge yet? No, unfortunately, she didn't get her fridge yet, but she will. She will, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do some healing after too. But I really need to share this. And let me see if anybody's on YouTube. Well, welcome. And Jamie's here on YouTube too. Hello. Always happy to see you on here, sis. Thank you. Yeah, extra thank yous for watching on YouTube and extra benefits for everybody that signs up and subscribes to my YouTube channel. So who do you trust? Do you trust the people that are being nice to you and trying to warn you about all the other people that must be them, or this other person, that's probably them too, or that's probably them under a different name, and that's probably, Or do you just listen and then ask yourself another question? Do you believe what everybody says to you? Ask yourself that now. I'm sure you're saying, no, I don't believe what everybody says to me. Okay, do you believe some people when they say things to you? Especially when it resonates with kind of like what you're thinking. Yeah, sometimes. All right, so who do you trust? Do you trust somebody because you believe them? Now, just because you believe them doesn't mean that you're right. It means that your something is resonating. Well, what if you're resonating to a lower vibration and that they're resonating with you? But you have to be aware. There's a level of awareness that we need to achieve. Okay? This is what I found out. There were some people, she goes, share away, vent. Go beauty. Thank you. Follow your gut. Exactly. Follow your gut. And this isn't about venting. I guess in a way it is, but it wasn't my intention is to come out here and not tell my side of it, because there is no side. There is no bad guy. Okay? Did somebody purposely do this? Yep, I'm sure of it. But does it matter? No, because it doesn't matter if 14 people did it or how it happened. I attracted it into my experience. Why? Because Spirit kept telling me to get the fuck off Facebook. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys, about the language tonight. That's me. That's not. Maybe that is them. I don't know. To get off Facebook, not to get off Facebook, but to expand onto YouTube, to move and to do more. And I was comfortable. I had all of my eggs in one basket. All my eggs in one basket. And when Spirit took the basket away, I'm like, where the frick did my eggs go? And I want to share something with you. That was my income. That was everything. And it wasn't like a mad $1 million income yet. One day, probably I will. But it wasn't that on Facebook. It was like a part-time income. In fact, it replaced the part-time job that I had 2.5 years ago. I created that for myself, and I'm so freaking proud of myself from doing that with Spirit, not by myself. But honestly, I went from having a part-time job, which covered my expenses, right, to doing way better than even the part-time job, just from doing my own thing, creating my own thing, from being myself, from finding myself on camera with you guys watching and doing it with you. Yeah. It's been an incredible journey. And Spirit was saying that part is done. And sometimes, now they're comparing this, and I have to share it with you because years ago, when I started this particular channel, that's why we have so many subscribers, because there are some of them that aren't here for the new content. They were here because they wanted to hear about narcissistic abuse. They wanted to hear about the woman I love, and I loved her then too, but I used to call her my narcissistic mother. Was she that? Absolutely. Yeah. I had, the drama like a lot of us have as light workers. But do I perceive my mother like that or my life like that anymore as a victim? No. So that you're not going to see on this channel again, ever, unless I'm talking to you like I am now and saying, did I feel victimized when this first happened? Yes. I was triggered, and I realized I can't believe it. I thought I was long past this lesson. I thought I was way past this lesson. I had cancer and I survived and I got rid of that. I don't attract abusive people into my life. Apparently I still do because somebody did do that thing to me, right? But apparently our ego says, we learned all of that. Those lessons, easy peasy. Now we can show other people how to do it too. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. Okay. So there were lessons that I still needed to learn on the same subject. Go figure. But another thing Spirit said, that they can only show you so much at one time. You can only grow so much at one time. So they couldn't possibly teach me this lesson 2.5 years ago or 6 years ago when I first, was free, got free of all the abuse and stuff. She goes, at least I'm not the only one in a shit show. Facebook is ridiculous. You did. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me go look right now, and I will give you a reading and a healing today too. Yes, I will. I had, see, there's some people, I wanted to share this really important thing. So how do you know? How do you know who to trust? Okay, and then we'll do your reading. You trust people by their actions. Now, I don't mean that every action. Okay, not just action. Hang on, let me get Spirit's clarity on this. Okay, they're saying action speaks louder than words. People that are all words and no action, and they might have the most beautiful words, and they might tell you and blow so much smoke up your butt and tell you how amazing you are and how you changed their life with your energy, or whatever the fuck it is that resonates with you when they know it. They may be telling you, but when you need them, are they there? Or do you really need? But are they there for you to help further your content, or are they near you to help further themselves in some way? Okay. Why are they with you? Why? You know, it's interesting because I asked someone, why do you want to work with me? And this person said, well, because I think I can learn things from you. I said, okay. All right. I said, and what do you have to offer me? And this person said, well, that's for you to figure out. Okay, I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. I had a big lesson to learn. I had a big lesson to learn. And it really was. Spirit, it's all divinely guided. It's probably pre-birth. You know, I want you to know, like Jessica, like the shit show thing that you're talking about, whatever's going on, first of all, there's a lot of things happening to a lot of people right now. Major, major, major shifts. Major shifts. I've watched amazing YouTubers like Sunny Lenarduzzi and her multi-million-dollar business blowing up her channel, getting all real and authentic and talking about her personal life and she's amazing. And I have the greatest respect for her. I did before when she only did business content, and I do now that she's showing her authenticity. Lauren Liz Love, I think I've mentioned her before from Badass Business Babes. She quit. She quit her own business and she was doing really well. She created that for herself on Facebook. And there's other people that I want to share something with you. Okay. I've talked enough about my own stuff. I want to share with you, don't put all your freaking eggs in one basket. If you're going to, and I have a whole thing, and I'm going to do I'm going to do a video, a bunch of videos actually on YouTube specifically about this topic. But I'm going to tell you that point number one, prepare your brand on all social media platforms, whether you intend to use them or not. Now, I did this years ago. As soon as I realized my name is Meagan Michael, because it's mostly my birth name, but I changed something because it resonates with me. So that's okay. It's always okay. If it's okay with you, it's okay. Anyway, that's my pen name. And I go by Meagan Michael. And so that's it. And so once I found that out, I literally went to every social media platform that I could find. And I got my name, Meagan Michael. Meagan Michael. All right. And I bought the name. Did I get that one? No, I didn't. I didn't get the .com. I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I did that too. If you're going to brand yourself, put your name on social media and all the platforms. Make sure nobody else has that name, by the way. You don't want to brand yourself like purple flowers in the rain.com and then like 16 other people have that same name that they're using, and they've got because they're going to wind up on the Google search engines like advertising for everybody else. So try to be yourself, be authentic. When I chose High Vibrational Mastery, Spirit gave me that name. When I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, somebody must already have that because it's so amazing. But you know, I knew they didn't. I knew they didn't because it was mine. It was mine. Spirit gave it to me specifically. And so I did the same thing. I went to all the social media. I didn't go to all, but I went to all the ones I thought I knew I was going to use. And even ones I didn't, because you don't want somebody using your name on another platform and pretend, you know what I mean? Not that I'm saying you want to like prepare yourself for bad things to happen. I used to feel that way, which is why I did that. But I still think it's a good idea. I still think it's a good idea. I do. I still think it's a good idea to put your name on all the platforms, even if you just have a basic thing with your picture there and hello, everybody. And then focus on the platforms that you're going to use. So when I was using YouTube all the time in 2015, 16, I wasn't really using Facebook for anything except some friendships and keeping contact with some people that I didn't really want to be in contact with at all. So a lot of people still do that on Facebook. A lot of people still do that in real life too. But once you get to the point where you're ready to like let everybody go, that doesn't resonate with you, and then accumulate, that sounds like a funny word, but get together with all your beautiful soul friends and meet all the people that you want to meet and all these soul friends, and then you can get that was Facebook, and it's incredible for that. Facebook is incredible for community. Incredible. In a way that YouTube has always been in my heart. It's on my refrigerator that I'm a successful YouTuber. Oddly enough, it was never been on my refrigerator that I was a successful Facebooker. But that is definitely where I gained thousands of followers. I had 4,000 followers on High Vibrational Mastery, the page, which is not there right now. And which I have no access to, I'll put it that way. But they might, if I just say they gave it back to me, then I can create that reality. But you know what? At the moment, I don't care. I don't need it. I don't need it because the lessons that I learned, what I created from nothing. And then I had 4,000 people following me, and I made income, and some of my videos had my own reading videos. We're getting 1,500 viewers, not all live at the same time, but with replays. And I mean, and even if you're looking and you've got like 30 or 50 concurrent, which means they're there at the same time watching you, that's a big freaking deal. That's a big deal. You've accomplished something. And not because people are watching you when you're doing a jig. It's that because for me, maybe you want to do, maybe you're doing a jig and that's a cool thing because you're a great dancer. It's not my thing. My thing is to do what I do, is to bring through spirit for you in the way that I bring through spirit. And that keeps evolving and doing what I do and following my authenticity. At every given moment, I created something. I manifested. I believed in myself. I went from a woman who didn't even know she was psychic to saying, I am psychic. I am a medium. And then just becoming that. Because you are everything that you say you are if you just allow it. Of course, I practice. I meditate every day. I'm saying, but I even before, I didn't wait 12 years and take 14 courses to go out there and do what I do. I didn't. I just believed in myself and trusted spirit enough to do it. And I still do. Which is why I'm here talking to you about it tonight. I definitely want to I'm going to put out more content. We're going to talk about domain names and be prepared with your graphics. Download your stuff. I'm going to throw it all out at you now, but I'm going to do more videos about it with to deep diving, because it's really important, guys. If you have content, just because I love to dance keeps me in high vibrations. I happen to love to dance too. I used to take tap and ballet as a kid. I took belly dance as an adult, and I really do like dancing. But I don't think I'm supposed to be doing that live streaming for you. I don't think that's my calling. Maybe is it yours though? Because that'd be super cool. I want to watch you dance. I do. Yeah. But that's really important. Download your content. If you've got, don't wait until something happens, which it may never happen, of course, but don't wait until something happens and all your fucking content is gone. And you're like, oh no. All my photos, all my writing, all my blogs, all my videos, don't let that happen to you. Now, I can tell you very happily that most of my graphic arts are still on PicMonkey and in my hard drive. So I do have the majority of my own stuff. And I also, and I would also recommend not only putting it on a hard drive, putting it on a cloud. Back up all your own material. Okay? Don't trust any social media platform to hold on to it for you. And even if you do have a really great computer like I do with a protection system in case there's electric storm or something, get additional backups. If these are your creations, if these mean something to you, if they're pictures of your dad and he's in spirit, hey dad, how you doing? Or they're whatever it is. This is your content. This is your body of work. Imagine if an author wrote a book and one day every single copy of that book disappeared from the entire planet. Imagine that. Imagine. Imagine if an actress or an actor or a director, had a huge body of work out there, or even just a few years, but your best work of your life. And then in the blink of an eye, boom, it's all gone. Like you were never even there. And you have no way to, and you can't even okay. So I'm being dramatic here, but I'm telling you, it can happen. It can happen because I was smart enough and, to have, to be drawn to be live, and they do save all of my videos. I have to get, they're going to, thank you, Be Live. I have to give them all the IDs and stuff like that, but they've got all my stuff from all the years. And PicMonkey, I've been with them since 2015. I've been with Be Live since 2018. Yeah. And PicMonkey has everything I ever saved. So, and then I some of my blogs are on my website. So I didn't lose anything. I gained excellence. Spirit is saying I gained excellence. Thank you. I gained experience. I gained knowledge. I gained friendships. I gained lessons. Yeah. Gained lessons. I'm going to share something else with you. And hi, Tamara. How are you? Devastating. Yeah, it would be. It would be if I felt like a victim. And I did for a couple of days, maybe even a week. But I knew right away that I wasn't a victim, but I felt kind of bad for myself. But I knew that I wasn't a victim. The whole time, I'm like, okay, this is a step 4 moment. It felt like a step 1 moment. If you're not familiar with Abraham's steps, step 1 is the contrast. And then anyway, and step 4 is the contrast again, but now you're aware that there's a lesson to be learned. And so you're looking at it from a whole different perspective, So, but it felt bad, but the big thing was, where do I go from here? So I just kept having to, let go of any negative thoughts or worrying about who did what to whom or why or how, whatever, blah, 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 because it didn't matter. What mattered is my vibration right in every moment. That's what matters. If my vibration was high enough, I probably have the content back already. But I do, actually. I just don't have access to the page. But I genuinely don't think I don't want to say that. If it comes back, it's meant to come back. But I feel that High Vibrational Mastery, and they were telling me this too, is meant to be a body of work by a group of people. I started it, I created it, I founded it, but it was all my work and it was only me. And I think even the few admins that I had in my group didn't feel comfortable posting things sometimes because it didn't resonate with me, and then it wasn't High Vibrational Mastery. And that's not what Spirit said High Vibrational Mastery was created to be. It's not I felt like it was an extension of me. And what it did is it limited me in my humanness. I'm still a human. And yes, it is my goal to live a high vibrational life. It is something I strive and achieve a lot more than a lot of people. And I'm happy to help other people to find that same level of high vibrational mastery. But yes, I gained experience, Jessica. Thank you. But is it my every moment? No. And is it the only thing that I have to share? No. And do I have to be high vibrational every single time I go live? No. But I do if I feel that I am high vibrational mastery. I had all these unrealistic expectations and pressures that I put on myself, which is okay too. Those were also learning experiences. But I really do feel, I'm not going to mention any names because I've already talked to a few. Hi, Katie, how are you? Because I'm struggling to figure out how to trust what I choose versus my intuition. Oh, that's such a good question. Let's talk about that now. We've talked about me for a while. And it wasn't just me, but we're talking about, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'm also got a beautiful reading to do. And if you guys want a reading, 5-card readings tonight are 2222. And I'm really excited that I'm doing one. I am. I'll be excited to do more too. But I really want you to stay for the conversation. And if you're drawn for a reading, that's awesome too. And one more thing, guys, don't put all your financial eggs in one basket either. Seriously. I literally have on my refrigerator, that I make massive passive income, and I didn't set that up for myself yet. I started to, but then I got comfortable. I got comfortable because I was making enough. I had enough private readings. I had enough, uh, personal things where I'd go live. And honestly, I keep my bills really low. So I was just having a good time. And Spirit always made sure that I have what I needed. And they still do. They got my back right now, too. They're saying, we got your back, But I didn't plan for that. I didn't plan for everything to end suddenly. I didn't plan it. So I'm just letting all of you guys know, because you know what? It's not, are you going to learn from my mistakes? Maybe not, but might you glean some knowledge? Might something be easier in your life because I said something, because I lived through something and I'm sharing it with you, and then you do something a little bit different, right? Or maybe a lot different, but you do something even a little bit different and you tweak something and you're like, oh, look at that. That's better. You know what I mean? You don't have to go through every single thing that I went through in the same way that I went through it, or anybody, as long as you know that you don't have to. There's another way. So I really can. And I definitely, I'm excited to see what's next for myself. I am excited to see if High Vibrational Mastery continues and it manifests into the body of work with a collective of soul family that I believe that it was meant to be. They called it nesting. They said I was building the nest, like the mother bird goes in and builds the nest and puts all the things ready. You know what I mean? Or sometimes it's the father bird. I don't know that much about birds, but I know sometimes the dad does the nesting and waits for the mom to lay the eggs. And that's what I was doing. I was building the nest. But High Vibrational Mastery was never meant to be exclusively my content. So what I'm doing now, am I getting a message? I don't think so, is spending more time branding me. Branding is important, guys. Branding is important because you want people to be able to find you if you have something to say, So I'll always be the founder of High Vibrational Mastery. And I still plan on doing the Sunday live stream events. Oh, I've got an amazing guest this Sunday, Tai Chi Master Lester Holmes. I'm super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I've been doing his Tai Chi every day. He does free Tai Chi. I'm not even kidding. The man is a master, and he gives free Tai Chi lessons every single day for like a month now, or maybe 2 or 3 months. I don't know. I lost count. But I'm really excited about it. Okay, let me see here. I'm looking for the question that you just asked me. Okay, so Katie, as I'm about to read for you, give me 1 second. Yeah, Jessica. All right. Let me just address Katie's question because I really feel like it's resonating with exactly what we're talking about right now. What you choose, the question you're asking. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jamie. You're saying I think it's amazing you recognize how that limited you to an extent. It did. And I kind of, but at the time, sometimes you're going through something, and this is going to answer Katie's question too. Sometimes you're going through something and you don't want it to be that. So you really ignore the signs. Because like your question right here, and this is going to answer both of you together. What happened? Wait, hang on. I just pulled myself up. That's not what I was looking for. Sorry. I was trying to move my own name off there. Hang on. I'll move that down. We don't need that. There we go. I'm struggling to figure out how I can how I can trust what I choose versus my intuition. That right there is you're expressing very clearly that you're not using your intuition to choose. You're choosing using your mind, maybe your hormones, maybe, it's definitely your mind, okay? You're using your mind to choose. And then, well, then how do I align with the way I feel about it? Because I feel for you like you're saying, well, I make choices, but then how do I align with them? You can do that. They're talking about, okay, here, let me pull a card for you because it's right there, sitting on top. Just wanting me to tell you that it's self-worth. It's self-worth. When we allow ourselves to be bullshitted by pretty faces or flattering words, and we don't pay any attention to our intuition, then it's this. It's this. It's self-worth. It's self-worth. I strongly recommend to always shoot. Am I perfect? And do I do it all the time? No. Okay, there you go. We're all human, man. It's a process, but I'm really good at it. And I'm really and I really feel like you are growing. We're all growing, and you're at a different place. And your place where you are right now, you're still. I feel like you're still being drawn to people that you want them to be a certain way. You want them to be like the perfect partner. You want this to be the right job. You want people to see you in a certain way. You want them to respect you. You want them to love you. You want them not to cheat on you. You want them to be things that they may not be at all, or aspects of them that may not resonate with you, but you want them to be something else. Because instead of going with your gut, and your gut might be leading you in a whole other series, I feel like a whole several steps. They're showing me like a zigzag. It's not like from here to there. Somebody's messaging me right now. Really? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Julie just, oh my goodness. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm live now. I will check on you later. Hugs. Rest. Oh my goodness. Lovely, amazing, brilliant medium who works with James Van Prague. Totally name dropped just now, but Julie Adriani, she's freaking amazing. My interview with her got 4,200 views. That was the most views on one. Anyway, she's an amazing person, and I invited her because I said there might be a secret guest tonight. Well, I thought it was going to be her, but apparently she tripped over her dog or something and hurt her knee, and now she's in the recliner, and she's going to be fine, of course. But that's what she's messaging me to say, so I just wanted her to know that I care. But I'm live. But anyway, so Julie will not be joining me tonight, but we will be doing some work together in the very near future, and that's going to be super fun. That's going to be super fun. So, hey, Bonnie. I'm so glad you're here, too. Oh, my goodness. She goes, Bonnie says, watching you live in replays helped me to get through the process of my dad crossing over and now dealing with the mourning process. So thank you so much for being there for all of us. Aloha, Virginia Gilbert, too. Thank you so much for saying that, Bonnie. Thank you so much for saying that. I feel like I'm crying. Because there does come, okay, so when this first happened and I had no contact with any of you, and I felt really lost, and I felt like, why didn't I get to know you guys better, more personally? Why didn't I have groups? And Spirit kept telling me to do it. Trixie, you got to move. I love you. Get down. Good girl. Thank you. They kept telling me to and that they were trying to prepare me a little bit better. And luckily I had access to a few people, and Facebook did allow me to create a new account right away. And so Spirit was never without, I was never without Spirit, but the feeling of separation happened again. It's that illusion of separation, that we're here on this planet and we're not all together. And the fact that most of you guys I only see here on the live stream, and then all of a sudden when you had no place to find me and I didn't know where to find you, I don't have, and I never because a lot of, if you're in business and you want to be good in business, I recommend an email list with your clients and stuff like that. I didn't keep that either. I just trust Spirit. You know what I mean? But I do feel that there's aspects that I would do a little bit more professionally this time. And that would also help me personally, because I could reach out and say, hey, but you guys found me. And they told me that everyone that's meant to find me and my content again will, and I'll find them and we'll find each other, because we're electric. We are energetically. Thank you, John. I love you. My little cat face. She puts up with me. She's my support system here. Well, she's one of them. Yeah, she really likes this new microphone that I have. But yeah, I was sad. And so it was a lot of lessons going on there. It was a lot of lessons going on. And it really means the world to me that my content is helping you. And I really am going to get back the rest of, if whatever I can, I should be able to retrieve all of my videos. And if I'm able to retrieve all of my videos from Be Live, all 2.5 years worth, I'm going to put them all on YouTube, which I planned on doing in the first place, but I didn't. But that's okay. because I have a lot of them, and Be Live says they can give me all of them. And so I'm going to make sure that everything is saved so you can see them all. Yeah. Because it's a whole body of work. And everyone, but you know what? So if there's any that can't be accessed for any reason, they were already reached the people they were meant to reach. And the energy's already out there. And who was it that said something about high vibrational mastery? Oh, it was Paul Fractal. Oh, he's brilliant. I'm going to have to try to paraphrase him because his words are really, really beyond human comprehension. He's just a beautiful, amazing channeler, and his words are incredible. But he was saying something about how high vibrational mastery has already been created. The energy is out there. They're raising the vibration, all the times that we've been together, all of that energy, it didn't go away. It doesn't dissipate. Ideas don't disappear. Every energy lasts eternally. So even if Facebook chooses not to give me access to my old page again, it wouldn't matter anyway. It's still there. It's still where we are, high vibrational mastery. I love that. You guys are all so awesome. Let me see. So thank you again for that, Bonnie. And aloha, Virginia Gilbert Behringer from Hawaii. It is so great to see you. And Jessica said she knows her mama is sad, not going. She's not going away. Kitty knows that. Yeah, well, it's true, But you want to know what though? It's okay. I guess I'm trying to excuse myself for crying or whatever. It's really okay. It's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. But it's for me and from what I teach to be to live a high vibrational life. It's not okay to just stay there and wallow eternally. And I will tell you, Bonnie, that's what I did when my dad transitioned, and I didn't know anything about. I shouldn't have anything. I believed I had heard of life after death or life after life or whatever, and I believed that kind of stuff, but I didn't know anybody, and I didn't have any facts to back it up. I didn't have any belief to back it up. I just felt lost and alone. And then the more I felt, the more I attracted things that made me feel sad, sad music, sad everything. And I'm like 20 years of suicidal depression. And if I can save anybody any amount of time by letting you know that they're right there. They're right there with you. Because while you're crying and losing your life and trying to overdose or some bullshit like that, your loved one is right next to you saying, I love you. I love you. And that's why you freaking feel so sad at that moment. Because you feel them, but you feel lost instead of feeling them like I feel my dad right now with his arms. Thank you. His arms around me. That 20 or 40, whatever when I was 23 years old, would have felt like pain. It would have felt like I lost him and he was gone forever. Isn't that crazy? I still get tears in my eyes when I think about it, but he's not, but he's literally hugging me right now. And your loved ones are with you right now. And your dad is with you right now, Bonnie. Yeah. And so mourn as long as you need to. Don't ever let anybody tell you how long to mourn, but just know that I would just do your best to, to hug a kitty, to get a little kitty butt in your face. Really? Really? I'm not even going to show you the view she just gave me. Seriously. Look at the tail up in the air. I swear, you are so funny. I actually have a video called Narcissistic Kitty where Trixie, this is from years ago when Trixie just plopped on my keyboard. Literally, it's so funny. It's still on this YouTube channel. You've got to see it. It's called Narcissistic Cat, I think. And then Trixie walks in blood. You got to see it. You got to see it. And you're going to get the view that I just got. You are such a character. Look at this girl. Yep. She's like, what? I'm busy. What? I'm here. All right. So who wants a reading? First one up has already donated and been very, very patient. And I thank you so much for that. I had stuff to say today. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So tonight we are definitely doing five card readings for 2222. That's what we're doing for anybody that wants one. And let me read what Jamie's saying on YouTube. I'm so glad you're there on YouTube. I like that. And it's okay to feel like that. I think it's amazing how you recognize. Oh, yes, I read that. If there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that you can and will create new and better content. If some of your work stays in cyberspace, it's just meant to, I suppose. Thank you. Let me just put that up on the. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for believing in me and my content. Don't need to make excuses. We have feelings. Yes, that's very true. You said I so love you. Thank you. I love you too, my dear. And I love Trixie Boo, she says. Wendy says thank you. All right. First up is the lovely Jessica. Jessica, we're going to do a reading. I do feel better. I guess I did need to say stuff today. Spirit said, we want to talk about this. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I wasn't going to come on and complain or feel sorry for myself, or you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to do that. I couldn't have made this video last week. I was still pretty angry. But I want you to know something. Anger is a higher vibration than helplessness. So the first thing is like, oh my God, what can I do? You know, and then you do whatever they want you to do, which is, and there's really nobody to talk to, by the way. Facebook, I mean, I'm a master at being able to talk to people, and there's no human. So I was able to upload an ID, and that was all I was able to do. So I did that twice. I literally got a brand new ID. It came in yesterday with my current address because the other one had my last address. What did I need it for? I didn't need to update it. I wasn't driving. It's a state ID, but now I have it with my regular ID, with my current address. And so if that's what makes a difference, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. But that's all I was able to do. Did a lot of research and stuff like that. But first it felt like helplessness. Then I felt like anger. And then check this out. I'm talking to my friend Max from Paris, right? Who's not really a Facebooker at all. I think I might have met him on YouTube actually. But anyway, we've been friends for quite a number of years. And we talk, you know, a real friend, the kind of friend where like you pick up where you left off, however long it's been. Yeah, he's that friend. And I'm blessed to have several of those friends. So Max, I was talking to him and I was like, well, he's like, well, what happened? I'm like, well, he didn't really say what happened. It wasn't like that. Some people want to know drama. He wasn't like that at all. He was just like, well, he's trying to like help me fix it. I said, well, you know, I think this person did this. And he's like, what does any of that matter? Let's work on it now. I'll help you. Let's see how I can help you to get yourself back rolling. And I'm like, oh my God, I taught him this stuff. I swear I did. It was, I mean, I'm not me spirit, but you know, he didn't know anything. I can't believe that came from him. I was so excited. There was no self-pity or, oh, let's lick each other's wounds for a while. It wasn't none of that crap. It was like, forget that. That's not going to help you now. What can we do now? Yeah, because like Einstein said, what's the quote? That you cannot, I'm going to paraphrase, you cannot solve a problem with the same thinking that created it. So if somebody does something and you lower your vibration to try to think like that person, you can't solve a problem from that perspective. You can only create more problems or attract more problems. Granted, sometimes the mind wants to do what the mind wants to do. Abraham calls it momentum. You got a lot of momentum going in a certain way. Well, then just let it play out. Abraham says, thank you. Abraham's with us right now, which is why I keep getting all the Abraham quotes. Abraham says that somebody asked Abraham, well, I just fell out of a plane and I don't have a parachute. What do I do now? And Abraham says, wait a minute. It'll all be over in a minute. So, in other words, the momentum is already going. You really can't stop it. It's like trying to stop a train going full speed ahead. You know, there's going to be some, well, what just happened? So sometimes you're just going to have to let yourself cry it out or scream it out or curse it out or whatever. But don't stay there. Meditate, shower, sleep. That slows down the momentum. It shuts down the momentum, actually. And then if you always have, after you meditate, after you sleep, after you shower it off and you stop thinking, you just have to clear your mind. And when you quiet your mind, you have an opportunity to create new thoughts. You can allow yourself to go right back to that miserable, unhappy thought you were just focusing on. Or you can say, you know what? I'm going to the symphony tonight with my friend, and I'm so excited, and we're going to go eat sushi. And we just did this on Saturday night. We had these plans for, it was a year, by the way. I bought her those tickets a year ago this month for her birthday, and we couldn't go for a whole year. Did I ever get upset about that? No, because I knew when we went, it would be amazing. And it was. Mm-hmm. And it was a drive-in symphony because things are changed a little bit now in this year. So those were all messages. A lot of them just came right from Abraham. That was really cool. I love that. Everybody's here tonight. Dad's here, Abraham's here, Spirit's here. You guys are here. That's the most important thing. We're all here together. Yeah. All right, Jessica, you are up. I've got a reading for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. And Jessica says, I've tried everything to get to my pain to go away. Okay, first of all, Tamara says, I just love you're true to yourself, authentic, and that's what draws us to you. Love your spirit. You also help me so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so first of all, we want to make sure that you don't focus a lot on the pain. Now, I know what it's like to be in pain, and I know that the pain wants all of your attention. So whatever's hurting, let's say it's your arm, it's like, hey, look at me, hey. I swear, I know, because. But I can also let you know that if you, sorry, if you breathe it in and breathe into the spot so it hurts, whatever it is. Breathe into it and exhale the pain. And do that a few times. And if the pain is still there, just ignore it and go on to something else. But you can breathe in. And you know what? I'm going to ask Tai Chi Master Lester to talk about this on Sunday because he taught me that breathe it in process. And literally while I'm doing Tai Chi, something might hurt me or whatever. And he's like, breathe in, breathe out, just exhale that. And then you just keep, the more you focus, donated for a reading. Oh, thank you very much, Jamie. You'll be next year. Thank you all. Thank you. We eat today. Dog food. Here we come. Didn't let it get that bad, but I'm just saying, man. And it's okay because Spirit says trust. And I do, and I did, and I always will. Okay, so first is Jamie. Sorry, Jessica. Okay, and then it's Jamie. So Jessica, we're definitely going to do some healing, but I also want to do a reading because pain is trapped emotion. It's trapped emotion. So what are you holding on to? My cat's tail again. I don't have to explain. You understand the whole crazy kitty, silly kitty. Trixie, just not in front of the camera, honey. Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Let me just. Woo! Spirit's so close right now. You see me sweating? That's Spirit. I got the fan blowing on me. You can see air. That's the fan. And that's weird. It looks like orange, but it's not. It's sparkling club soda. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, we're ready. We're ready to go. I feel like I'm like, I'll tie the hair up and just, gloves off. Here we go. We're getting in there. I had actually this pretty scarf tied around my waist. I'm like, nope, too hot. Let's go. Really? All right, Spirit. All right, hold on. I don't want to break it. Let's get out of the hair. I love hematite. I do. Did I show you the hematite skull that I bought last time? I'll show you that another day. It's in another video. Go look at the unboxing video. Not right now, because stay with me, but another time. Melanie said, if only that 222 were here, I wish it were. Still enjoy being present. Stay present, Melanie. Stay present. You know what? Just stay present. I love you all so much. And I would rather sit here with you guys and talk to you. And I love the fact that other people are going to be watching on the replay on YouTube as well. Also, so if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. We're up to like 930 or 929 subscribers or whatever. Excuse me. When I get up to 1,000 subscribers, I can start, pardon me, energy is moving. I can run ads, which is another way to generate income for a YouTuber. I'll be able to live stream from my cell phone. So there's a lot of things I can do. We only need 70 more. And you know what? We're going to have millions. I know, I don't know, hundreds of thousands for sure. No, they're showing me 1M, which means 1 million on YouTube. It's going to happen. In linear time, it's going to happen. But right now, don't you dare do that. She's about to throw them on the floor. Little rascal. She's so naughty sometimes. And I love her so much. God, do you guys remember? Oh, Virginia, thank you so much. Okay. All right. Well, let me get down to business here. Okay. All right. So Jessica. Masculine spirit, what are you holding on to that is causing you pain? First of all, let me ask you let me see what they're saying. Whoa! I didn't need to ask anything. That was pretty clear, wasn't it? Virginia says, does she have catnip? I have it in the cabinet. I could actually go, that would be a good idea. I could go catnip the kitchen or the dining room and she wouldn't be sitting here grooming herself right in front of us. She's like, no, mommy, I'm wearing my nice paws. Look how pretty I look. Look, I look so attractive. Look, I'm going to clean all my toes right on camera. One day, millions of people will watch me clean my toes. I love this cat. I kid you not when I tell you that I went to, and this is in 2014, that I had changed my life and left everything behind, and I didn't have a choice, but I had to leave with no animals. Okay. Anyway, and so Trixie was my first furry child. I didn't know because I went in there to get an old senior black cat, and this 5-month-old black and white little kitten jumps up on my lap, runs up on my shoulder, and says, wait, you forgot it. It didn't even meet me yet. And I asked the woman, and she didn't even know what it meant. I didn't even know what it meant. I said, I'm looking for a social media cat. Because I honestly thought, and I was at the time, doing anthropomorphic writing as my dog, the dog that I had, under my dog Sass. That was awesome. And I used to do live streaming, not live streaming. They didn't have that on Twitter, but I did live shows every Sunday on Twitter in 2013. That was awesome too. But anyway, so I went in asking for a social media cat. So is it any wonder that she is in exactly that? Okay. Mary's like, I love her so much. So you definitely got anger. So you have anger. Jessica's saying, what's it under? I think I'm not sure what the question is. If you're are you asking about, ask me that question like in the full context, because we've talked about so many things in the last few minutes. I feel like I'm not sure what you're asking me. Anger. Oh yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Feel the heat and turn it down. I really feel, now I'm getting cold. Come on, spirit, make up your mind. I'm just kidding. Kidding, I love you. Wow, that was amazing. I swear I was about to say, so where does it hurt? Oh, okay. Let me see. And they're even showing it to me in red and orange. They're showing it to me. Interesting. They're showing it to me in like these kind of colors. No, you're not like the orange, but they're showing me red too. They're showing me it like the pain is anger. It's anger and it's resentment and it's years of, they're saying, hurt and abuse. It's years of putting up with that shit and not saying anything about it. It's years. And you're just taking it and taking it and taking it. And then you're just stuffing it down there. And you're like, oh my God, why does this hurt? But if you're focusing on the pain inside of you, which is the stuck energy, instead of releasing it, which is, you were going to help you with that today. Instead of being aware, awareness is the key to salvation. They're saying that's a big one. Awareness is the key to salvation. That's an interesting next card. All right. They said this, they're saying that there are people in your life that things are never as they seem. So I feel like there's some people in your life that are energetically similar to some people that I had in my own life recently, where they're not exactly what they seem, but I feel like you're kind of close to some of them. But empathy. I see you and I hear you. So there you are. There you are with your beautiful, sweet eyes. I swear, your picture, your profile picture is like that big right now, but I see the eyes of the compassion in this dog. And even though in your profile picture you've got glasses on, I see your eyes. You've got compassion. You have that same tilt in the head. Do you love that or what? They're saying you have so much empathy. You have so much empathy for other people that it's just, your heart is just overflowing, wanting to help others, wanting to fix their problems, wanting to be there for them. And who is there for you? And you're looking outside of yourself and you're like, who's here for me? Well, forget about me. I'm here for you, and I'm here for you, and you need me a lot more than I need me. So I'm here for you. And they really want to say whatever this card is, to celebrate your victories. Really? That's what you want to say? Okay, there's two things. This came up as resistance and celebration. I always trust spirit. I know whatever in the next card is going to, they want you to raise your vibration. They want you to raise your vibration. And she's saying, no one. Oh, hey, Julie, good to see you. I'm so glad you're feeling okay. Thank you very much. So no one. Okay, no one in your life that might be not exactly who you think they are or what you think they are. Just, you don't have to answer. I know this is public. You can always book a private reading with me and we can go deeper. But if it doesn't resonate, throw it away. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind always. But there is something, and maybe it was from before. Maybe it was someone from your past. I do feel like it's a male figure. It may not be from your present, but there's something in someone, and you're doing a lot for other people, and you're showing it's resistance. Your resistance. What we resist persists. That's what's going on with the pain. She goes, my soul sisters are here. I need to be here for me. My soul sisters are here. Yes, exactly. So they're talking specifically about the pain right here. Oh, is it a full moon? I think I missed that whole full moon thing tonight here, didn't I? But now we're right here. They're saying to do this. Focus on your passion. Follow what you love. Remove your attention from the physical pain, and let's clear some energy for you. Let's clear some energy for you. That's going to help. Ooh, I'm actually drawn to get my hematite skull. Soul sisters rock. Okay, just getting myself comfy all over again. This is, by the way, is the hematite skull that I bought from the Dreamer Apothecary recently. And it's just super cool. But I just love that, like streak on his head. Anyway, Spirit's telling me to. You're calling your pain into the skull, and then we're going to release it. She said, my father is the pain and feels at times my husband puts it into perspective because he can be something too. I understand. I understand. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling, my dear. So they're telling me to clear some. Okay, well, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And it may have words and it may not. And it's going to be whatever it's going to be. So that's where we're going. We're going to clear some energy. Moving my feathers. And this will clear energy for anyone who needs some energy cleared. You just need to let spirit know. Oops. Pendulum. Katala Tioto Pampatayata Katilatan Yata Tagratan the Katia Tioto Pandayata Yatata. Katnara Yala Tatnatia Kapantaya Palatatam. Spirits absorb pain into the hematite. Mother Earth is transmuting that into beautiful oxygen and compassion and love for our planet. We are going to now clear some more energy with some Palo Santo. Nana, hey, nana, hey, nana. Hiya, 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 hiya. Remember, things are not as they seem. Things are our perspective of what they seem. I love the moon. Well, the moon is actually creating more intense everything tonight, they're saying. Whether it's pain, whether it's love, whether it's emotions. There you're feeling a lot of it. Everybody's feeling a lot of it, but we're clearing it out. Spirit is here so much in this room right now. I can literally see their presence. It's beautiful. They're all here. They're all here. Oh, they all didn't even. Sometimes they have me pick up crystals and cards, but you've seen me do it. Well, I don't even know I'd picked it up, and the next thing I know, it's in my hand, and so this crystal is an amplifier. It's an amazing cluster that I've had for most of at least half my adult life, maybe more. Okay, some sage too. Let's do it. Smudge the heck out of all lower energies. You know what? I'm even going to smudge the name High Vibrational Mastery. I'm going to smudge all of us. I'm going to smudge all the energy. I'm smudging the whole world, anyone, anywhere. Any lower energies that are not for our highest and greatest good and for the highest and greatest good of the planet, I release them. I release them and I ask Spirit to remove these energies and give them to Mother Earth. And I ask her so kindly to transmute them and transmute them into beautiful things. They're showing me cleaning of the oceans. They're showing me less plastic. They're showing it to me as like plastic debris. And there's people cleaning it up with nets. And there's machines in the ocean now that are cleaning this debris. These things are coming to the surface. They have to come to the surface in order to be cleared and cleansed. They have to. It's happening with our whole world right now. That's why everything looks like the world is running amok. And people don't know what anybody else is doing in politics and disease or whatever, or lack of disease and fear runs rampant. That's because all of this shit has to come to the surface for us to clear it away. And for us to create our world. And Spirit is here, co-creating all of this with us. We as humans, even enlightened humans, some might have most humans, even enlightened humans, I'll say it that way, don't always have 100% connection with spirit, in order to, because we have human minds. So sometimes things get in our face and we're like, oh, and we're seeing it as a human, you know, even if you live the life like the monk or whatever, you know, and it's still, you're going to create, things are going to happen in your life because you came here for that growth. You came here for that growth and for these creations. Okay. So yeah, burping. Oh, that's perfect. That's excellent. That's what's happening. Energy moving, energy moving. And I'm also drawn to pull up some of these flowers. And burn them. I've never even done that before, but they're telling me to burn the flowers, so. Just don't light the house on fire, spirit. Spirit's got this. Got to get their renter's insurance tomorrow. We're good. We're really good. We're really good. Things are moving. Thank you for the clearing. You're very welcome. And this is also, I got that from the same. Was a free gift from the Dreamer Apothecary, and I want to use this because it says money and draw, and I want to use this to draw balance and good health and abundance. And abundance is abundance of health and wealth and happiness and good relationships and bright sunny days, and it's abundance. It's abundance. Whatever that looks like to you, may all of this be drawn. And they show me the triangle, the trine. I don't know. They're saying Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's resonating with somebody because it doesn't directly resonate with me. But it's the body, mind, and spirit. That's what's resonating with me, the body, mind, and spirit. And they also show me the pentacle. Okay. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. That was something I've never done before. That was a very interesting ritual, I guess that's what we might call that. And that was fascinating. And that was for everyone. And how are you feeling, Jessica? She goes, me, thank you. She goes, cannot stop yawning. Thank you, my sweet soul. Thank you. Cannot stop. I love it. I love it. That's it. Awesome, 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 awesome. I feel so happy. Okay, let's see who's next. And I hope everybody enjoyed that. Okay. So who's next for readings? It's an awesome live stream. Unexpectedly delightful. It was expectedly delightful, but I didn't have any idea what to expect. So I'm glad I'm doing some readings because I love doing readings for you guys. I was thinking, well, if it's just a video and I'm just talking and then everybody watches it on the replay or nobody watches it on the replay, and that's okay too. But I'm just so glad and you guys are here. I just love that so much. All right, let's see. Okay, so excellent. Okay, so we have, so Jamie and then Virginia. All right, so Jessica, you're very welcome, my dear. This was important today. And I wish you could smell the perfume, but you probably can if you tune in. I don't know. I don't know what the notes are. I can't express it to you verbally, but I can send it to you energetically. And so I can tell you something else though. Baby's breath burn doesn't smell so great. But anyway, but it has an effect. They're saying it's a clearing of the energetic realm. It helped to. It was something unexpected, even to shake up my own energy. You know what I mean? Just the burning of flowers. It was something that was needed. It was something that was needed because sometimes something looks beautiful, but sometimes You need to see what's underneath. That's a big message for a lot of people right now. Look beneath the surface. And if it's you, look beneath the surface, because what's inside is beautiful. And what's inside other people is beautiful too, but if it's not beautiful to you, then, but those fancy words, let go of the people with the fancy words. Don't let go of the people. Well, you can, but it's not the words. What matters is what people do, how they act. Are they doing everything for them? Is your whole life lived for them? And they just occasionally, maybe say something nice to you. I'm not even sure who this is for. I'm just putting it out there. It happens, people. It happens. I was in, I hesitate to even call it a relationship, but it was something. It was something where I was, what in the world are we doing again with the hair today, Spirit? Seriously? All right. Figure out one way or the other. Pick a direction. Any direction is good. I'll tell you, I used to complain when I was younger about having big hair. I don't complain anymore. Oh my God, when I had the freaking chemo, and then I lost like half my hair, and then I cut it all off. And then, wait, I gotta tell you this too. And then I used to be really obsessed with my hair because for some reason I thought that I was like my hair, like people, like some guys have to have like a fancy car to represent their penis. I don't know. I somehow became my hair because I didn't think I felt empty inside completely for so many years. I didn't know shit about who I really was. So my hair. And then once I realized I'm not this hair. And so literally I manifested the chemo thing, which it didn't take all of it, but it did thin it out a lot. And then I just cut it off. And I'm first time I'm growing it back in several years, you know. And I might be playing with a little bit, and that's okay. I'm allowed. But I know that I'm not my hair. And I know that I'm awesome with long hair, with short hair, with no hair. I'm awesome because I'm awesome. And I'm authentic. And I'm authentic with any hair or no hair too. And that's what really matters, guys. And I don't have to be a certain weight. And you don't have to be a certain weight or a certain size or wear a certain bra cup. You don't have to be anything to make you okay. There's no standard. There's no gold freaking standard that you have to live up to that somebody else put in your mind to make you okay with you. You are fine. You are great. You are perfect just the way you are. And if you have anybody in your life telling you otherwise, don't listen to them. Just ignore them. And if you can't ignore them, walk away. There's sometimes you just have to walk away from a whole life. Sometimes you have to walk away from a whole lot of everything. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Sometimes things get taken away. Like high vibration, doesn't even matter. But that wasn't a bad thing. I don't really know why that just flashed in my mind. But sometimes it has to be a complete, like when I completely left my old life. And sometimes it can be just a different perspective, a shift in perspective. But don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not perfect just the way you are. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you. Oh, Julie says, what a wonderful idea. I'll twist some into my homegrown sage to dry. Oh, homegrown sage. That must be amazing. I bought mine from Etsy, which must be grown in somebody's home, but it wasn't mine. Oh, that'd be cool. It's a cool idea. I love that. I'm so glad that you're here. And Jessica is feeling better. Slight discomfort. Okay. And you know what? I did ask you how you were feeling, which meant I was literally asking you to focus on the pain again. So let's not do that. I'm sorry I did that. I'm not sorry. I'm just realizing what I did. And let's instead move forward. Move forward and focus on what feels good. Don't you love that the burping and the releasing of the energy? It's funny because it doesn't matter. I thought sometimes, well, maybe I shouldn't drink this on camera because it's not this at all. I could be drinking water. I could be drinking nothing. And when spirit moves energy, just like you were saying, you burped, you yawn, you know. Good stuff. Good stuff, baby. Okay. So Jamie is up next, and she says, I just feel blocked. I have trouble feeling spirit or hearing them. I want to do more for the collective, and I just want to know what's their guidance and what's with me. Okay. the first thing they want to tell you, Jamie, is nothing is wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. And your focus and saying, I just feel blocked. Okay. So that's not, it would have been, it's not as bad as if you're saying I am that, because you're not saying I am, but you are expressing how you feel. Okay. Okay. And they're saying that you are still focusing on that. And I realize that you're needing to express it to me in some verbal language. So that's what I'm feeling more than you. I don't think you're talking it into yourself. I feel like you're talking about this though. This just jumped out, literally jumped out. Joy. They want you to have fun, to find your bliss. I like it when I get because sometimes I see people like that with a card, and all you see is the reflection, and I know that if I hold it a certain way, I can show you the whole card with minimal reflection. And I prefer watching that, so that's why I prefer doing that for you. I think this is really, really, really pixels on my face again. Oh, cool. Spirits overlaying my face. I love it. They're right here. Oh man, if that whole rant was not me. You know that wasn't me. That whole thing about, I don't even know what I said. That was spirit, but here we go again. So this is about joy. Find your bliss. Find your bliss, Jamie. You're going to help the collective when you raise your vibration. I have to sit on my other leg because that one seems to be falling asleep, which is interesting. I don't know why. Okay, so I guess the live stream is longer than I thought. I don't know, whatever, but everything is fine. Everything is just perfect. Okay, Spirit, why? Is there a thing? Is there a thing? No. They're saying you need to move. That's what I was doing. They're saying you need to move. You need to move. You need to literally move your body. You need to change and jump. That's why they were having me move around. I'm like, what are we doing here, Spirit? This feels a little odd, but let's just go with it. Find your joy. Find your joy, because you want to help so much, but you take it so seriously, and you keep digging and focusing on, well, why can't I help? What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So in your focusing, okay, they're saying every subject is Abraham is so with us tonight. Oh yeah, love Abraham's energy. The energy that is Abraham, I should say. Okay, they're saying that you're focusing there. Every subject is two subjects. Every subject is two subjects, and you're focusing on the end of the subject that you don't want. So you're still focused, which is, it's okay. There's no bad or good, but every subject, there's the wanted and the unwanted. So let's see. I want to help people. I don't feel like I'm helping them right now. What do? I feel like I'm blocked. Or, wow, I'm helping people. Isn't that awesome? It's the same subject. It's two different. It's like flipping a coin. But you have a choice. It's not like a random flip. It's a choice. It's a choice. If you choose joy, you will see. Spirit saying it's not the amount of cards, it's the reading today. They're going to give you exactly what. Because I know I wrote down, but because Spirit, you know what I mean? But everybody's getting exactly what they need tonight. So, and this right here, tenderness, gentle, loving card. Gentle, loving card, it is, but gentle, loving care. Look at that. That kitten does not look happy about it, though. That's pretty funny. I never saw it that close up. The dog is like, oh, you sweet little kitten. Kitten's like, really? That would be like Trixie when she was a little girl with Meagan trying to kiss her, which didn't actually really happen. It was more like Tom and Jerry. Tenderness, gentle, loving care. So this is for you to care for you. Find your bliss. Have fun. Care for yourself. You're very, very focused on wanting to look outside of yourself and transition. What are you saying, Spirit? Make changes to shift the reality for others. You want to solve the problems of other people. You want to change other people's realities and make everything okay for them. But you can't change their reality, because their reality is their perception of reality. Their reality is their perception of what is. And you can't go in there and adjust their filter. And you can't live their lessons for them, and you can't take away their lessons either. A lot of parents have a hard time with that. What do you mean? That's my child. I don't want them to go through anything. They still come here as souls to learn their own lessons. But, really? That cat. Love that cat. But there you are. Jumping for joy, focusing on your best and highest good. And by you, Jamie, focusing on your greatest and highest good, you are going to uplift humanity. You are going to inspire humanity. You have to have faith. You have all you need right now. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. You have everything that you need right now. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Nurture yourself. Have fun. Stop taking life so seriously. And don't try to see life through the eyes of others and through their worry. Because by doing that, it just brings your vibration down and it doesn't help them. And you might think you're helping them, or they may be like, oh, thanks, you're such a good friend for letting me sit here and talk about and commiserate with my misery for the last 3 hours. But you go home and you're depleted and you're exhausted and you don't know what's going on. And you're like, why do I feel so shitty? And then why am I attracting things into my life that I don't want? Because you sat there for 3 hours, and now did it help your friend at all? Well, your friend may think that, or they may say that because that's what they're used to. They think, well, that's what a friend does. A friend, didn't you have anybody ever say that? That's what a friend does. They sit and listen to you complain for the better or worse, richer or poor or whatever. Really? Well, it doesn't help them either, because for a friend, the person that complained for 3 hours kept their own vibration low, and now yours is low too. And so now the two of you have low vibrations, and maybe you'll go out and commiserate with some more people's misery, and then still wondering, and then you'll be wondering, why can't I help anybody? You help people by finding your own joy and having faith in spirit and knowing that you have enough and knowing that you are enough and loving yourself enough to say no. But I want to talk to you. I want to complain in your ear for the next 3 hours about the same marriage that I've been in 40 years. And nothing ever changes, but I just want to talk about it again and again and again because you're the only one that'll listen. No. Mom, no. Whatever it is. I don't know whose mom that is, but I'm just saying. No, I have to go. I love you, though. See you there. Bye. I know we're talking to a lot of people right now. Okay, so I hope that resonated with you, Jamie. Let me know. Let me look. Are there any more comments? I don't know. Because I haven't been watching the live stream feed at all. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. It hasn't moved. My mom. Okay. I knew I was talking to somebody's mom. For sure, it was somebody's mom. It was very specific. They said 40 years, blah, blah, blah. And you're up next, Virginia. Are you okay, Jamie? I haven't heard from you in a few minutes. Just touch base with me and let me know that you're still there and you're okay. Okay, honey? All right. I hope that resonated with you, my dear. Okay. Next up is the awesome Virginia Gilbert Behringer. And I do have time, to do a couple more readings. Or, well, maybe one more reading. I think my voice says not a couple, maybe one. So if there's one more person that wants a reading, everybody that's here right now, tell me who's here. Okay. It does help. Thank you. You're so welcome, Jamie. And I'm so glad you're on YouTube as well. And YouTube is important. Guys, again, let me say, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because the bulk of my work is going to be on YouTube. So there's going to be a lot of content on YouTube that will never be on Facebook because I won't be here for that. I'll be here. I don't mean I'm not leaving, but I mean, I know that I'm meant to move most of my content to YouTube. So I will stream to Facebook when I can. But anytime you really want to see something, and I'll make up little playlists that are nice. And also on YouTube, there's a new feature now, which I haven't done it yet, but people are doing it and I'm going to do it too, where I can have like a whole subject, like 0 to 2 minutes. We're talking about this, or 7 to 10 minutes. We're talking about this. It'll be interesting if I want to actually go through all that, to listen to all my words again, to break it down. But if I really have something important that I want to tell you, I will. or if it's music or whatever. Anyway, but that's cool. A new feature, new features. Good. Tamara's here. Melanie's here. Bonnie's here. Awesome. Okay, good. Good. Stick around. Stick around. Virginia's going to get 5 cards. And everybody that's still here, Bonnie, Melanie, and Tamara, are going to get 1 card. Because you're here, and I love you, and I appreciate you. Or whatever it is that spirit wants to say. But, okay. So, woot, woot. I'm super excited. I am too. And the first one is gratitude. So, I love that they were already talking about your mom. It's really important that you just are able to say no. And I know that's like the core of your being. You're the most, like the world's most compassionate person. They're literally showing me like, they're literally comparing you to Mother Teresa. I'm not even kidding. They're like showing me Mother Teresa. Like you're that person. You're that person. You're that giving. But they're also showing me a doormat. And you know I love you. And I think you're a brilliant, amazing woman. But you really literally lay down and let everybody step over you because you feel like it's your job to do that. And you don't have, because it's so hard. I know it feels that way, but let me stop. I almost commiserated with you there. I almost agreed. Yeah, it's so hard. But you know what? What would that do? That would say, you'd be saying, yeah, it's hard. I'd be like, yeah, it's hard. And then that would be the end of the conversation. Oh, it's too hard to do. So yeah. So don't focus on that. You know what? You could say to you, Ho'oponopono, love that. Do the Ho'oponopono when she bends, but you don't have to listen. Don't, you know what? You could even okay, how about this one? Okay, so if you don't want to say, Mom, I gotta go yet, how about this? And mute the phone and don't listen to anything just for a while. And then, is she still talking? She's still talking. And then when you don't have to directly respond to whatever she's been saying for the past 3 minutes or 30 minutes. 10 minutes, whatever, you don't, because she wasn't really expecting you to anyway. And if she was, well, that's not up to her for what you're going to say next. The next thing you might say is, you know, I just noticed the time. But if you feel like you're doing something good by letting her talk, you don't have to listen to it. I'm serious. There's really ways around that. I have done that. Yeah, but what about your time and the energy and the energy that they're showing me? See, okay. So they're saying this, follow your own path, follow your path and create your own song. You've spent like your whole life with people, larger than life people. And you're kind of not following in their footsteps, but helping to pave. I feel like I see you sweeping the floor ahead of them so they can walk through. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't mean literally, but do you see what I'm saying? Like energetically, like when, or like you're sweeping words out of the way and other things out of the way, like get out of the way. This mom's coming through, or my husband or something, and there's no other people. I've got to make sure that everything is okay because there's people that are important are coming through. In the meantime, like, you know, your hair is like this and you're exhausted and, you know, and you haven't even enjoyed your own amazing life. It's interesting because it's because I have so many amazing soul family members, many of them are clients like yourself, and everyone is in a different place in their life. And yet we all, I mean, literally, like some people have like a gazillion dollars and some people don't have a penny. And it doesn't matter because the issues are the same. We're all into, you know what I mean? Some people have a job, some people have a career, some people have an education, some people they're created their own education, created their own education. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. That's the thing. And everything is absolutely perspective, because I've seen people that were that in my perspective, they seem like they have a lot. They eat a lot of material thing. And they're like, oh, we don't have enough to do this or that. And I'm like, you got a couple of cars and a house and a pool and blah, 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 blah. But I don't say those things. But that's my perspective. Their perspective was probably like they had a way bigger house and a way bigger pool and now they don't. And so everything is your perspective in this whole life. It's really important. And it's coming up. Why? I'm not even sure. Spirit's letting me, will let you, you'll know. Everybody will know from their own perspective, because everything is perspective. So when you feel like Like, you know what somebody else is going through. You can feel compassion for them and empathy, but try not to tune in 100% because remember, clear your own energy. Where's that smudge? Where's my thing? Remember, you don't want to carry their shit around with you. Jeez, I just knocked my microphone right into the. I swear, I just slammed my selenite right into my microphone. That's not a convenient thing to do. Sorry about whatever that sounded like. But clear the energy. Whatever you're gonna, because I know you're not gonna wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm not gonna talk to my mother anymore. That's not gonna happen either. But at the same time, you don't have to be your mother either. And I don't mean it in a rude way. I mean that you could create yourself the same problem ever for in the next 40 years for yourself, where, well, my mother complains and I never say no, so I keep listening and it bothers me, and then all these things happen and I get stressed out, and then my mother calls again and I listen again, and you can do, it's actually the same thing that she's doing, but on a different subject. So it starts with boundaries and gratitude. The Ho'oponopono, like you said, that's a big one because we are all one. She goes, damn, you are on point. Yeah, I know. And sometimes it hurts when I'm on point. But I know, but it's healing. It's healing. That was my biggest problem, and I don't have it now. But it was a thing for me when I first started doing readings, and I didn't want to be right about certain things. I didn't want to say certain things because I didn't want to be so direct, because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But what does that speak to? Doormat? Hello? You don't want to, you can't be a reader. You can't be a really effective psychic. And then you can't heal and help. I don't heal anybody. You heal yourself. But I can't help anybody if I can't be direct. And spirit knows exactly what to say and what not to say. Okay? I'll be really clear about that. So my job is to get the heck out of the way and let spirit do their thing. And so she goes, amen on perspective. Yes, it's all perspective. And Virginia is saying, I had a come to Jesus about my mom this summer. I have distanced myself on narcissistic people in my life. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah. And you know what? Hi, Kim. Hello there, Kim Siegel. And listen, my mom is still the same. Well, she's not. My perception of my mother is entirely different than the perception I had my whole life. Did my mother change? I see her as a whole different person. So did she change? Yeah, I think so. Because what is it about? I'm not a physicist. But what is it? They say that, like, when you look at something, it is, if you don't look at it, it really isn't even there. Is that quantum physics? I mean, I don't know. Did my mother really change? But what does it matter? Like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? My perception changed. So when I see my mother, I see a woman that's grateful that I'm her daughter, and I have complete control over the relationship. I mean, even before she was 90 and couldn't call me constantly or whatever, when she could call me constantly, I stopped her from doing that. And I changed my phone number and I moved, and I took 2 years off. Mm-hmm. And then when I started talking to her again, I'm not saying this is going to work for you. I'm saying this is what I did, and it did work for me. And then then she missed me, I guess, or whatever. But maybe she just missed me using me as a battering ram at first. But when I wouldn't allow her to do that anymore, and she would start to complain, and I would literally say, oh, I love you, gotta go, bye. Click. I always say I love you. I don't always say goodbye. I say I'll see you later, because the word goodbye seems so permanent, and we never lose anybody. But I never want goodbye to be the last thing I said. And I always want I love you to be the last thing I said to anybody, really. But yeah. So she renewed. She's like, she would literally try some of her old tricks, and I would instantly hang up on her. And then the older she got, it would get her. I mean, it's only been a few years, but it seems like an eternity. And so then she stopped doing that. And then I would start sending her gifts, and I'd be all excited. And I've been doing that for years now. I need to get a refrigerator right now. That's my goal. But whatever, a new dress, or some food or whatever, and she'd be like so happy, and then that would be cool, and I love doing it. I loved doing it, and the energy that I knew she'd be excited by receiving it. It wasn't most of the time I couldn't even talk to her afterwards. For a year, she didn't have a phone because she wouldn't let me get her a landline. Well, no logic there. She wouldn't allow me to get her a landline, but she only wanted a cell phone. But she had two cell phones that she couldn't figure out how to use. I got her two phones. She couldn't use either one. She just couldn't get you anyway. But she wanted to show off to other people. Whatever. But I didn't worry about it. I just did what I did. And so I'd be so excited and happy that I did something that I knew that she'd really appreciate. I know she liked nice things. I know she liked money. I know she liked nice certain foods. Whatever. So I would send her. I would literally tune in and send her a chocolate bar or a Chinese dinner or sushi or a new dress or whatever it is. She only has a limited number of things that she even wants or has room for in this world. Anyway, my point, I've already gotten there. She goes, she's my mother's twin. Oh, please. Chantel, hey, good to see you. She goes, kudos to you. There was the last time she ever tried to play me, there was a friend of hers, and she puts the friend on the phone, and she's trying to do the three. I don't even know. There's a word for that in the narcissistic language book of whatever, where she's trying to three-way this thing, make herself look like the victim, and I'm not that person. I'm not a victim. I'm not the person that used to play her game. And so the woman on the phone's like, this is your daughter? And so, but I'll tell you what I did though. I will tell you this real fast. Well, I mean, my mom looked ridiculous because here I am sending her gifts and money and then whatever she needs. And then, well, what is she going to say? It doesn't matter what she said. And then I was the only person that she has in the whole world that still talks to her. Yeah, she created that reality for herself. And that could have gone a different way, but it didn't. And I'll tell you what, when I went to see her in January for her 90th birthday, and her friend, a nasty woman, lovely woman, I mean, who said, your mother says that she could ask you for anything and you'll give it and you'll get it for her. She's trying to do the three-way thing. I said, that's absolutely right. I certainly will. My mother could have anything she wants. I'm not even kidding. On my life, I feel spirit tickling me. I validated the shit out of her. I validated everything that she said, including that she talks to spirit, because the woman's trying to roll her eyes. And I'm like, oh my God, Ma, you're a medium like me. That's wonderful. By the time we left, the friend, and I wouldn't go to the friend's room. The friend literally, she pulled Diane in. My awesome friend Diane. She's too nice sometimes, and she's like, she wants to talk. I said, I don't care. I said, Diane, we gotta go. Yeah. So isn't it interesting how things change, but it's all your perception. Katie reads, I missed the answer to my question earlier. I just paid you for a reading, lovely. Well, thank you. And I did answer. And she goes, wow, so she's a hoot. Awesome. And she goes, I'm the last of 6 kids, and she gave birth to who still talks to her regularly. My mother only had 2, and one talks to her once in a while. And I did buy her the new phone, but she can barely hear out of it. Because you know what? We manifest the physical things. And when you never listen to anything anybody else is saying, you don't care what anybody else is saying, well, sometimes you manifest deafness. And so I bought her a phone with really loud volume, but she's too vain to wear a hearing aid. So I don't really have to worry about having long conversations. I swear, I do everything I can. Ma, you want a hearing aid? What? I'll be right back. Let me get a drink. I have more readings to do. I love you guys all so much. Virginia, I would like to see you just take better care of you. And you're doing a great job already. You're already aware. They're saying the awareness is key. Spirit's saying just keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Yeah. So there's no major like, oh my God, I'm never gonna pick the phone. It's not like that. They said you're on the right path. You're aware. You're doing. Just take little baby steps. Little baby steps. Little baby steps. Okay, there. One more thing they're showing me. Okay, with the mat in front of you, right, where you're clearing off all the debris from the mat and the words and this, so that everybody else can walk through. Right? They're instead, what they're literally showing me is you're like, Okay, you just like flicked off a couple of pieces of dust and now they come on through. So you're still doing it, but not like you were before. You got this. You've got control of this. You know and you understand. And then you know that when you're walking that path, that you're not exhausted and on your hands and knees covered in dirt because you were covering everybody else's, clearing everybody else's path. No, you can walk with your head high and you feel good inside too because you've been taking care of yourself as well. And I'll be right back. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, we're warming up some water for tea. Got some nice sparkling club soda. Oh dear, my ring light is falling. Come on now, stop that. All right. Excuse me. Sorry about this, guys. My ring light's having a bit of a technical issue. I can do a better job than that, but not right now. I think for now it's going to be perfect. Okay. So, oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so let me do this. Let me see who is paid on PayPal because I feel like we have some more energy moving. But I also promised Bonnie and Tamara and Melanie a card. Okay, but you have to be here, of course. And Melanie. All right, awesome, guys. Awesome, I appreciate it. Katie Taylor Reed, you are next, but first I am going to pull those 3 cards. They're each going to get 1 card because I love you guys. But please, guys, stay. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm really super excited. Honestly, Spirit told me to trust, and I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do tonight, Spirit. I think I'm just going to wind up just talking to the audience, and they'll see it later. I really thought that's what it was going to be, and that was going to be okay too. But I really, 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 did I say really? Love co-creating with you. I don't like the way this camera angle is though. I love co-creating with you guys live. I literally was born to do live streaming to you awesome, amazing, incredible co-creators. I mean it. I love doing videos. I do, but not as much as I love talking because I'm still talking to you. You're just not necessarily there right there at that moment with me, but I love this. I love the ability to do this, to spend time with you. You know what? But I do want to create more. I'm working on I'm building a Patreon account where co-creators can support my work by donating a monthly, whatever, like you choose, and there's different tiers. I haven't done it yet. I'm working on it. But the point is that I'll be able to, it'll be like, I don't know, X amount of dollars, whatever works for you. And it'll support my time. And it will give us a platform to have get-togethers. it's a form of community that I want to co-create with you guys. Yeah, and then there'll be special content just for the patrons and stuff like that, and I'll make sure there's different levels for everybody. Okay, I'm sure, because as long as you want to continue to support my work, whether it's $1 or $100 a month or whatever, there's going to be a place for you. I want you. We are soul family, but it's got to be. I know, because I would, it's like, that something is meant to be, that it's your path. When you love it so much, you would do it for free, But when you're sometimes in the human world, and you know what? I don't even have to say what I'm about to say, because first of all, it would be low vibrational. And secondly, if you're doing it what you're meant to do, then there's never a financial worry anyway. There you go. And let me tell you one more thing, guys. Somebody needs to hear this. Don't stay in a marriage or a relationship of any kind just because there's a roof over your head, or you're afraid that you won't have food in your mouth. Literally, it could be as little as something as big as, well, I want a certain lifestyle and I wouldn't have that without this person, or well, I wouldn't have any food or any car, because I've already done that, and I can tell you there's freaking soup kitchens, food pantries, and you don't really need a car. You want yourself. You can create your own amazing business from nothing, and you can even make completely passive income, which is something I plan on doing next. Yep, that's not just next. I mean, now, in this now moment, passive income. Affiliate links and books and Patreon and things where I can do what I want to do, and I can hang out with you guys and do whatever I want, and money just comes in. And there's tons and tons of videos on YouTube by amazing passive income experts like Roberto Blake, and well, he's my favorite. He is just brilliant at that. But there's a lot of others too. So if there's ever something you want to look into, do it, because we often learn as children or as people in this 3D world that I have to do this, and then you pay me $1 for that time, or my time is worth this much, so you pay me this many dollars for my time, and it all has to do with like your level of self-confidence. Honestly, it's not, people think it has to do with the level of education. No, it isn't. It's what you believe you're worth and what you're a vibrational match to. I've already proven that too, to myself. And if, so I mean it. There's people with like 100 degrees from Harvard and everything else, and they're barely making a dime. And I'm like, well, I charge $111 an hour, and I'm pretty happy with that. But I know I'll be getting much. I don't want to work per hour. I'm not saying I don't want to do readings. I still do for the people that I want to read for. If you want a reading, book one with me. I'm not trying to talk myself out of private clients. I love that. But I do want to say that I also feel that there's going to be bigger gatherings. I do feel that. I do feel there's going to be greater gatherings and courses and things, so that if I do want to just hang out and throw cards with you, you know what I mean? That's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. Mystical Gypsy. Hi, Meagan. Good to see you. All right. So, okay. So Bonnie, Tamara, and Melanie, if you guys are still here, one at a time, say I'm here. Virginia says boundaries. You got it. I love that. My mother is twin. So funny. All right, Katie, let me see. Are the other ones? Okay. Let me just check on YouTube. Mystical Gypsy's on YouTube. Hi there. I love that you're on YouTube. Please, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's really, really important. Really important to me. Triangulate, that's the term. Thank you. That's how many I used to have videos about it. That I haven't used it in so many years or thought about it. See, perspective. I couldn't even think of the word. Bonnie here, Tamara here, Melanie here. Okay, good. Everybody stay in that order. Don't move. All right, and then Katie will be up next year. And I'm glad you came back. And the answer to your question is definitely in the beginning. But we're also going to do a reading for Katie too. All right. So let's see. Okay, I got 2 cards for Bonnie, and they're both upside down. Or one of them's upside down? Nope. Okay. We're looking at vulnerability, the strength to show yourself, and contentment, to be satisfied. And what is Spirit saying about this for you, Bonnie? I feel like you have insecurity. They're literally bringing me to my stomach. Like this dog was like, "Hey, this is my belly." I feel like you have like some weight issues, not issues. I don't like that word. You have concerns. You have perceptions. Thank you, Spirit. You have some perceptions of yourself and thinking about yourself as you used to be, or you feel like you should be, or that other people. I feel like you have something going on where where you think that you need to be different because the world would look at you differently or whatever. It's your own perceptions in your head, but you're perfect just the way you are. And they want you to know that being content and being satisfied, being happy with your own body, in your own flesh, being just loving yourself the way you are, where you are at every given moment, you're exactly perfect. Just the way you are. You're beautiful. You're the right weight. You're the right size. Your hair's the right way. Everything's great. You're perfect just the way you are. Every now moment, you're perfect. And you don't have, and you don't owe anybody any explanations. The next now moment, you might be different than you were a moment ago. And that's okay too. Keep on growing, keep evolving to become more you, more authentically happy. Whatever it takes to be happy and to be content, be that. You're perfect just the way you are. I grew up with a mother who taught me how to be insecure. She didn't mean it. She was insecure about her body, and she was so pretty. Oh my God, my mother was really gorgeous, and but she taught me. She's like literally. She goes now, and she told me this as a child. But this was her own ego problem, not ego. It was her own self-esteem problem. She goes, now when you sit down to take a picture, take a pillow. If you're sitting on a couch, take the pillow and put it in front of you, and then go sideways, and then you put the pillow in front of your belly, and then they can't see your belly, and they take the picture. I literally the best picture of my mom, my dad, and I that ever existed. I don't know if it ever. I think it's all gone now. But she was a black and white, and back in the day, there weren't digital and there weren't copies and stuff. She literally cut her stomach physically out of that picture. It was the only picture of the 3 of us actually, and it was and she couldn't have been more than maybe a size 7 or an 8 in that picture. Anyway, so everything, and I've been all sizes, not all sizes, but I've been a lot of sizes. I've been everywhere from a 0, which is when I was like really like on drugs. But no, to like a healthy 6 to like an 18. And I can tell you, I've been unhappy in all those sizes. I'm totally happy now. And I don't know what size I am. I don't give a shit either. Oh, I mean, I kind of know because I have pants that I buy. And you know what? I just buy clothes that fit. I literally used to worry about the size. And then all my clothes were all too tight that I'd be miserable. Who wants to be miserable? Buy stretchy pants. Be fucking comfortable. Be happy. Love yourself. You're gorgeous. You're perfect the way you are. You don't know anybody any explanations. And you know what? If somebody's telling you that their ideal woman or whatever is different than you, that's their problem. And it's their own insecurity. It isn't yours. And you don't have to make it yours. You just love yourself, girl, because you are awesome. She goes, oh, yeah. Mwah! I love you. You're fabulous. All right. Next up, the incredible Tamara. Your card is, okay. So it's this one and that one. I said 1, they're given 2. I do what Spirit says. Acceptance, loving what is, and playfulness just for fun. Okay. All right. So what they're saying, I love this. This is so nice. Love yourself. Love yourself. Sometimes you get too up in your head and you worry too much, and you got some insecurities too about some things, but you overthink. That's what they're saying for you. You overthink, girl. You overthink, and you're like, well, if I would just this, or if this would just happen, or if this person would just do this, or if he would just be a little more considerate of my feelings. Acceptance. Loving what is. And you know what? Don't take life so seriously. It's really, it's just like a holographic universe. It's a game. It feels real, but you know what? What's real is when we go to sleep and we hang out in spirit, in the wholeness of of all that we are, with our collective consciousness, with all of with us, with source, with the angels, with everybody. That's real life. And then we wake up and we're back in our body, and we have this perception of being separate, and we have these insecurities and these different contrasts and stuff, and that's how we learn and we grow, and then we expand as spirit, and then source expands as we expand, and then eventually we croak, as Abraham says, and then we move on to the next life, or maybe we're done or whatever, but all of it, if we take it super super seriously, we can make it really hard for ourselves here. You always have a choice. You always have a choice. I'll tell you what, I went to day camp as a kid because I do overthink. I know, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. You're in your head a lot. In your head a lot. Are you a Scorpio? I'm feeling, I don't know, feel Scorpio energy. You're a thinker though. You're in here a lot. I went to day camp as a kid. I did not. I use the H word. I don't use the word hate. But as a child, I didn't want to go in the worst way, and the word H came through all. I mean, of course, I probably didn't say that to my mother. I cried. I screamed. I didn't want to get on the bus every day, but she made me get on the bus because she didn't want to take care of me at home, I guess. But I didn't know that. I just didn't know why she was torturing me that way. Well, let me see. There was swimming. There was horseback riding. There were a lot of fucking people, which I really didn't like to spend time with. More children? I had that in school all year. We was stuff with more children that I don't understand. But anyway, if I would have had a whole different perception, I could. Well, I did. I always enjoyed the horseback riding, but people enjoyed camp, and I never understood why. I still wouldn't enjoy it, but I'm just saying. But I would do it differently now. I wouldn't want to be there, but if I had to be there, if I created that reality for myself, I would make it my best freaking reality. I wouldn't spend every day crying not to want to get on the bus, and torturing myself within every moment. That I've got to be around all these kids, or change into my bathing suit or something with, Serious. I mean, little girl. Wasn't very nice of my mother to keep sending me when I didn't want to go, but who cares? That was part of one of my lessons in life, and I wouldn't do it that way again. Nobody ever has to live. It's a lot of overthinking. Mystical Debbie Tucker is here now. Oh, I'm glad. On the cusp. Okay, on the cusp of Sag and Scorpio. It'll be Sag and Scorpio. December. Or Libra Scorpio. You could be Libra Scorpio. Scorpio energy. My rising sign is in Scorpio, and it's heavy. It's a heavily psychic sign, but it's also kind of dark, and you like mysteries and intense stuff. But we can also be our own worst enemy. And I say we because if something is whether it's speak clearly. Thank you, Spirit. Your sun, moon, or rising sign all are very, very dominant in your chart. So if you have something in your chart, even if it's not your sun sign completely, it can still have Sagittarius, which is good because they're not as heavy. I'm glad I felt that was the combination, because you're more lighthearted, wanderlust, like to travel, like to be, talk to friends and stuff. But the Scorpio energy can be a real overthinker. So play. Sagittarians like to play. So take your inner, let the Sagittarian part of you, take the inner child by the hand, right? Just go play. Have some fun, girl. Okay. And last but certainly not least, we have one more free reading. I wanted to. Hi, Meagan Boo Boo. What's up? Oh my God, I love you so much. You're so perfect. Can I scratch your butt? I love my dogs. I love my doggies. Were you sleeping? So nice? You were? You want to say hello? You want to come in? I'll give you. I'll find you a treat. I don't have one. Come on. No. Come on up. You come up. I'll get you a treat. I promise. I'm not going to bed yet, Booby. I'm still working. Mama's still working. Look at that face. Come up on mommy's chair. Okay. All right. Come say hi to everybody. I'll go get your snacky, okay? Okay. I'll get you snacky. Hold on. Love of my life. I'll be right back. I have to get Meagan a snack. You stay right there. Stay right there, boo. Hey, puppy, I love you too. You're also the love of my life. Good night, everybody. Get me a snack. Stay. Stay. Delicious. Okay, boo, are you ready? I'm going to show everybody how you take your nice snack and you're so gentle. Look at that. She's such a good girl. Chew good. Okay, go down and eat. Okay. She knows if she gets a big cracker or something, she has to go lay down and eat. She's so good. She goes, I'm ready for another. What? Well, mommy's going to, you'll eat more late. Well, actually, it's kind of late right now. Just go relax. Both of you. I love you. Made with organic barley flour. I like the palmini stuff. It's organic, 100% of the profit. I said plug, whatever. I don't get anything. And 100% goes to charity. And it's only like $2.99 for a bag. And it's organic with no wheat, corn, or soy. So I'm really fond of this brand. Okay. Hello, Amanda. Hi, everybody. Gosh, how you guys are rolling in. Cool. All right. So where's my last beautiful soul? Oh, Melanie Tressler. Where are you? I haven't read for you in a while, Melanie. Where are you? Melanie. So who's here? Libra Moon, Cancer Rising. Oh, Mystical Debbie, you are so psychic too, girl. Mm-hmm. Yep. And Scorpio Sun. Oh my God. So you got two water. I've got water, fire. You've got water, air. Right? Or air? Yeah. Libra, air, earth, air. I'm not a professional astrologer. I used to. Really, Spirit? I swear, my ring light is supposed to be standing up. It just went, ooh. It just, I swear, it's like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna lay down. Hey, cut that out now. Okay. If anybody wants to donate a ring light to the channel, just let me know. We could use a bigger one. One of these days, that's too far away. So this is how I perceive my studio. I've got these two lights on the side, and then I have not only the banner behind me, but I have a green screen so that I can shoot and be anywhere. You know what I mean? Like virtually anywhere. Like this is actually behind me. Although usually, I do have a virtual thing, but you can't see one. You can see when I have a guest. But I also have, I see these instruments. I have a drum. I have the tinctures. I have different instruments. And then I have more audio equipment. And I have the ability to record the toning and the light language and these things and I can make beautiful videos for you. And I did just buy myself the right before this whole thing happened, the software that I'm teaching myself. But it's all gonna work out. Oh my gosh! So Debbie's November 7th, and Bonnie's November 5th. Oh my God, you're all Scorpios. I am the Scorpio magnet. Come to me. I'm an Aries sun with Scorpio rising in a big way. And Pisces moon. That's why I'm so sensitive. But it's a good thing for me. Tamara says I have 2 master numbers. Nice. I like that. I didn't think about it. I know my life. I'm not an expert numerologist, but I know my life sign, my life path number is an 8, which is the path of abundance. Cool. All right. Melanie, this is for you. Have faith. And this is for you too. Stillness. Oh, I love that. So for Melanie Tressler, and why can I not find your name? There you are. Pisces. Beautiful, sensitive soul. And that's where my moon is. Wow, I've attracted my whole, now I can't even, speaking of the moon, I can't even see it now. Kim Siegel, Taurus, Cancer. You go, girl. Earth, water. Kim, you're here. I'm so glad you're still here too. And Tamara is a Sag with some Scorpio in there too. What's the actual date of your birthday, Tamara? Amanda's Sagittarius, Virgo. Nice. I have 3 planets conjunct in Virgo. It's a really convenient sign. And I really there's a lot of aspects of Virgo that's just so cool to me, including the fact, and I remember reading this in Linda Goodman's astrology book. She says, I think it was her saying a Virgo could have a completely messy desk, but know where absolutely everything is. And I thought that's really cool because if I have a messy desk, I don't know where it is. But that was then. That was when I was younger. The truth is, well, my desk isn't. Well, it's not messy. It's just that I put all my stuff down when I'm working with you. But I love that. I just think it's pretty cool. Oh, 1122. God, that is a nice number. 1122. You're right. That's two master numbers, all right. All right. So, Melanie, my dear, faith and stillness, quieting your mind, like the stillness of the lake. This is a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful card. And it's the water, the Pisces that you are. They want you to calm the water, and have faith that everything's going to be okay. Pisces, you worry too much. You do. You worry too much that things aren't going to be okay. And that's why Pisces as a sign, I just feel drawn, so I'm gonna say what I'm saying. Pisces as a rule has a tendency, and this thing also includes if it's a rising or a moon or whatever. Pisces has a tendency to want to drink or take or drug or something to make yourself feel better. They have a tendency to like go downstream easily and be swept up in the current if they don't until they're aware. Although we're a whole group of aware people, and I don't feel like you're swept up in many currents of addiction. I'm not saying that about you. I just feel drawn to let people know that it's a Pisces thing. My moon is in Pisces. I dealt with things like that when I was younger. But you know what? Sometimes we don't even realize. And because you're so sensitive, and they just want you to just believe, just have faith that you have all you need right now. What would you do if you knew that you have everything you need right now? Everything. And that all the abundance, the infinite abundance, is just flowing right to you. Just flowing to you. Nothing stopping it. Just flowing right to you. What would you do? Feel that. Focus on that feeling because everything is A-okay. Virginia 1011. Libra. Yes. Am I still accepting donations? I am. Yes, I am accepting donations. I am. So let me take a look. Next up is Katie. Did I read? No, I didn't read for Katie. I was doing my 3. Okay. So Katie is now, and yes, if you want to donate, then you'll probably be the last one for the night. But I never turn anybody down. Well, I shouldn't say I never. But I know if you're drawn to do it now, then this is the right time. So go ahead. Okay, Katie, you're up, my dear. So I love you all so much. You're all amazing. So no, Sagittarius, awesome. Awesome. Melanie says thank you, and Deb says be right back. I love it. Water, air, water. No wonder you're mystical, Debbie. Water, air, water. I'm trying to picture because I'm not that grounded. I'm fire, water, and you're water, air, water. You'd be like, I'm so psychic, and I'm floating around, and all's well. That's how I could picture water, air, water. I love it. All right, so I miss your astrology signs you used to read. Really? I can do that again. And I could do it on YouTube, and I would do it on YouTube. In fact, I could do, I don't want to promise anything, but if I'm drawn, maybe I'll do one video for all, or I'll do each one video. And that's probably better. Like each sign gets their own video. And remember to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising. So if I do it, you got to watch 3 videos. Okay. I'll try to keep them all under 10 minutes, but I'll do it. Because I like to do that too. Look at that. Mystical Debbie said, I'll be right back at 22:22. Yep. Water, air, water. So I'll be right back. 22:22. I love that. Katie, there you are. You're awesome. Water. Oh, you're water, fire. You're fire, water, fire, water. Wow. Cool. Me too. I'm fire, sun, and then water, rising, water, moon. So what is let's just figure you out. Let's figure you out. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. I'm so glad you're still here. And I hope the beginning resonates with you as well. Yeah. Thank you very much for donating, Debbie. Give me 1 second. Did you hear what I said, by the way, Debbie? You said be right back, and it was 22:22 on the clock. I was like, what? Super cool. Super cool. All right. And Debbie is after Katie. Katie, Taylor, Reed, and then Debbie. Oh my God, I love doing this with you guys. I really do. I really do. I love this so very much. I do. I just love doing readings. I love doing videos, and I love talking about topics that I feel drawn to talk about. Love that too. But I really do love doing readings for you. She goes, so I left at 22:22 and it's 22:24. Did you see that? Oh, and then this is crazy. Spirit, you're so funny. I love them. Let me just take it. I never even opened the, although I should have probably get the tea, but if my throat starts to get tight, I'll just go get my tea. Our friend is saying hi again. He's so pretty. Heavy too. Oh man. She goes, I was here when you said it. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I thought maybe you walked away. I didn't want you to miss it. Alrighty. Cool. So what do you guys, okay, and of course I'm going to listen to Spirit, but if I'm drawn to ask you, there's a reason. So do you like live streaming higher consciousness with Meagan Michael, or living a high vibrational life with Meagan Michael? And for the name of my personal channel, High Vibrational Mastery is still going to exist. And I am talking to, should I even spill the beans? I'm not sure it's going to happen yet. Well, she said yes, but she's kind of really wrapped up right now with Magdalena Rose. I love them both, but D. Cruz and I really want to work together on the YouTube channel. And so if she says yes and she has time, the High Vibrational Mastery YouTube channel will be a thing. And the two of us together will make some amazing content. Let's see. Love you live so much. I'm up 4:30 just to watch you from bed in Norway. Thank you so much. Oh my God. She goes, I left at 22:22 and I paid 22:22. That's exactly right. You're right. Because Spirit told me today, they said every reading is going to be 22:22. Just do that. Okay. Woo! Don't you love Spirit? Tamara says High Vibrational Mastery. You still love High Vibrational. Okay. Well, I plan on leaving High Vibrational Mastery as it is. So you don't think I should change the other channel, this channel at all. But, well, I could just do High Vibrational. But I guess I feel I want a separation. Okay, good. I'm glad to know that you still love High Vibrational Mastery. That makes me happy. I still have the website. Okay, that's good. Okay, I see High Vibrational Master expanding. Well, we'll see. That's cool. Everything you guys, I care, and I really value your opinion. So thank you. Energy moving. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. Aw, they went back to sleep. That was so sweet. They came up, Megan woke up before, and she said, Mommy, it's bedtime, you know. Now Chevy is calling me. He's like, Mommy, not Megan, pause. Sorry, Chevy. You ever do that? My mother used to call me by my father's name, my brother's name, and then my name. I just did that to my son. Sorry, Chevy Boo. Mommy's going to be done in a few minutes, and then we'll all go to sleep, okay? New and improved. Kim says, High Vibrational Life. Okay. New and improved. I'm going to call you Megan. It's easier for me. You can do that. Yeah. I wouldn't expect to be called High Vibrational Mastery, but and you're in Norway. So do you know? Have you ever listened to Jannica Oins? She's from Norway. She was one of my guests a couple of years ago. She's a YouTuber. Oh, I love her. She used to be an actress in soap operas and stuff, and she's interviewed she was interviewing spiritual thought leaders. I don't think she called them that, but she was doing it before I did it. I used to watch all of her things and think, I could do that. I love that. She's in Norway. Am I getting it right? Yeah, she's in Norway. Mhm. What about Monique? Is Monique in Norway? She may be in Norway too. I've been very blessed to have people all over the world, soul family all over the world, guests on my show, and I still love High Vibrational Mastery too. It's bigger than me. It's more than just one person. So that'll be Yonica. Yeah, Yonica. There you go. Thank you. Yep. That's her. hmm Okay, here we go. Katie, Taylor Reed, and then Debbie, and then that'll be it for the night. Okay, so this card is on the floor, so it means I have to pick it up with my toe. Really? Yes, apparently so. Okay. Different deck. This is the one on the floor for you. Fire and water. Oh, look at that. Look at that's why this is your card. She says, I'm still here. Water, water, and fire, water. Do you like that or what? How do you like that for a sign? Spirit's all over this tonight. Stillness amidst turmoil. Feel emotional integration. And some dolphins there too. These cards are very activating. I like these. Interesting. I'm not even using that deck, but that one card was on the floor. Fire, water. All right, so we got fire, water. We have vulnerability. I'm going to pull 5 cards, and then we have longing to belong, loneliness, longing to belong. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. Who am I singing that for? Is that somebody's mother's song or something like that? Or my daughter was in a play. Somebody's saying my daughter was in a play, and she sang that. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. And the last card is leap. You go first, and the universe will catch you. Oh, I love this. What a great story going on here. Hang on. I got a lot of cards going on here. All these different decks. This is just so much fun. Yes, it is. I like it, like it. Yes, I do. I'm just singing to Tamara's saying I like it. High vibrational me, high vibrational mastery. Did I ever tell you guys that? I've probably sang it to you a few times. Spirit, when they gave me the name High Vibrational Mastery, they gave me the jingle. And that's supposed to be recorded and at the opening of every video. And it would have, well, I don't even know how to describe it. Well, yes, I do. It would be like a high vibrational me. High vibrational mastery. So it wouldn't be too slow or too fast. It would be about 3 seconds long clip. With some sunflowers in it. Some music. Instrumental. And then the voice. Yeah, they gave me that at the time too. And it's a thing. It's gonna be the opening song. But at the time, I didn't have a microphone, which I have now. I mean, I've had microphones, but a microphone that would, anyway. One of these days, I'm just going to record it, and it's going to be fine. I remember thinking I wanted somebody else to record it. In fact, I interviewed Meagan Moritz, and I know a lot of you know her because when she was brand new, she had a few hundred people, and she was, oh my God. And I heard her, and I'm like, she's going to be huge. And she went, her videos went viral like so fast. She's got like, I don't know if she has 1 million subscribers now or whatever, but she's hundreds of thousands at least. Meagan Moritz. But anyway, I remember hearing her sing in that magical, ethereal, angelic, thing that she does, that voice with this bowls. And I thought, man, that's the voice I want singing. And that's the tone that I want. But I'm changing and I'm growing, and that's 2.5 years later. Really? Oh, dropping it behind me. Okay, Spirit. I'll be right there, Chevy. He's so cute. He's got a black cat with green eyes, and he's looking at me like all mean, like, it's time for bed, mommy. Hey. Yeah? You want to come up? Yeah? You're so handsome. I love you. You want to come up and say hi? You want me to pick you up? Maybe? Nah, okay. He's like, no, I didn't say that. He's the only one. He's a very unique child. He's like, don't pick me up. It's not his thing. Now you're just going to stare at me? Yeah, I'm just going to stare at you. He's so psychic, that cat. Oh my God. Okay. That was very funny. All right, fire and water, Katie. Fire and water. The balance. And I want to read that again. They're saying the stillness amidst the turmoil. They're saying to me the stillness amidst the chaos. So they're talking about the balance where you have the temper. You do have a temper, and that comes from the fire sign. Not that water signs don't have tempers, but so we've got some fire in you, girl. And I feel like you like to travel. What is the fire sign? Is it Sag? I'm feeling a few different things. Spirit showing me loneliness, longing to belong. I'm losing my voice. I've got to get the tea. Hold on. That's why you don't drink ice cold drinks on camera when you've been talking for 3 hours. Okay, I know. I was thirsty. I'll go get the tea. One moment. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Chevy, you got to stop. What can I possibly do? All right. I get it. I didn't understand. Oh my gosh. All right. Midnight snack for Chevy. Shot, honey. Water. Well, that was delicious. I didn't mean to use the word so randomly, Megan. Go back to sleep, honey. Go to sleep. Chevy wanted a midnight snack. That's why he was crying so much, talking. He guided me to the bowl. And then I took a shot of honey from my throat. And this is water. Okay. The body's getting tired, but I've got these 2 more readings. Oh, good night, Julie. You're still here. I'm so glad you're here. She goes, great stuff. Thank you so much. I am really excited about working with you. I know we're going to talk about that, and family duty calls, sending much love. Thank you. You too, Virginia. Thank you all for being here. I got 2 more readings and then I'm off too, but you got my heart and soul here. So this is what I feel. I do feel that sometimes, Katie, that you say yes when you mean no and no when you mean yes. Okay, because you do have the water, and the water tends to please. Water signs are, even though Cancer is a leadership sign, there's still water. You want to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? You want to go with the flow. You want to go with the flow. And there's vulnerability that sometimes that you allow yourself to be vulnerable, which is not a bad thing at all. There is no good, bad, right, or wrong. But I mean, you allow yourself to be vulnerable, but I feel like you play the victim sometimes because you allow yourself to be vulnerable when, okay, this is so clear. Because I now remember your question from the beginning about the choice and the intuition. You allow yourself to be vulnerable with people that your intuition tells you not to trust. And yet you pour your heart out, and you know what I mean? And you're following old patterns is what you're doing. You're following old patterns of being with, spending time with people and trusting people that your intuition is telling you not to trust. They literally just popped your question back in my head from 2 hours ago, because that's what this is about. Okay, now they're telling me to move on. They're reading, not me. They're saying you go first, the universe will catch you. Trust. Tune into your intuition first, Katie. Tune into the intuition first and then make the choice. Just do it. Just do it. Just trust Trust. And they're showing also that dance with life. Do something to change your energy. And I feel like I feel like there's another card that's coming up in my head. They're showing you the faith card, and goes right along with it. To trust the guidance, trust the intuition, and know that it's right. Stop judging yourself. There's no mother or father, or it's not father. I feel like there was a female influence in your head, like a mother or something. And you have these beliefs that it doesn't really matter where it started, but just so you know, it did start in childhood with a tendency to wanting to please people, and then saying yes when you meant no. I want to do it myself. And then when you grow up and you marry people, or you get together with people and friends that your gut's telling you don't be with this person, but your mind is like, oh, this person will be fun, or they said nice words to me, or I don't mean to make it sound so silly because it's usually pretty heavy, but I'm just letting you know they're telling you to trust. You go first. The universe got your back. Like I did tonight. Coming live when I didn't know if a soul was going to be live. Dee and Mag were literally live at the same time. I'm like, really? And they've been going live regularly, and they have all their pages up and stuff. And so I'm like, they're awesome. I freaking adore Mag and Dee. Are you kidding? I'd watch them too. But I'm like, well, that means other people are going to watch them, which is great for them. But nobody's going to be here. So it's going to be me and the birds chirping, and the crickets chirping. And that's not what happened at all, And I don't know how many people have watched. It doesn't matter. Those of you that are here, those are the ones that matter. And if you're watching on the replay, you're the ones that matter too, because the people that are within the sound of my voice, within the feeling of my energy, within the frequency that these videos, that these live streams are creating, those are the people that are receiving what they need to receive from it. And also the whole world, the universe, like Gaia and all consciousness, receives the high vibration. But those of you that are here closest, they're showing the same thing, the nuclei. They're showing them. Getting all scientific here. They're getting all scientific, but they're showing like the nuclei. They're closest to the generator of the heat will be impacted the most. I don't know if that made any kind of scientific sense, but I know what they're saying. They're saying that those closest to what we're creating, to me, to the live stream, whether live or on the replay, whatever, those closest are the ones that are going to be impacted the most. But others will also be impacted as the ripple effect, the drop in the water and ripple. And as the ripples go out, this is incredible what's coming through tonight. As the ripples go out, they get wider and like less dense. But in the very beginning, when you first drop a coin in the water or a bigger rock in the water, it goes splash, in the most ripple effect. Okay. And so the last card, dear Katie, is this: dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Do the cha-cha. Do something way out of character for you. I haven't seen if you've commented in the last little while. I don't know why it's being funky. Sometimes it's like that. And let me just see. No, I think it's correct. All right. So you're probably just listening. Cool. So let me get back to here. For Be Live is doing a great job tonight, in fact. Do the cha-cha. Do something so out of character that nobody would even know you did it. But not because it matters what anybody else thinks. It matters, just like when I keep bringing it back to the flowers that I burned tonight. It was like, whoa, flowers, burning flowers, right? It was energy moving. She goes, yes, I get it. Thank you so much, lovely. You're very welcome. That's what it's about. That kind of shaking up the energy. Okay. So thank you very, very much. And you're welcome. And there's more information at the beginning of the video that you can catch on the replay too. And Sinov says, we are here, sweetie. Thank you. Okay. And then last but most certainly not least is Debbie. Mystical Debbie. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you. You have the kindest eyes. Your energy is just so beautiful. Okay, so Debbie Tucker, where's my mystical Debbie? So I went from a size 4 to an 8, then to a 12, now back down to an 8. You go, girl. That's cool. You know, I get it. I get it. I've been there. I know you said that earlier, probably to my comment about me being everywhere from like a 0 to an 18 and but I'm back or whatever, but not back. I'm not a 0. I'm probably like a, I don't know, 14 right now. Couldn't care less. But would I like to be an 8 some days? Honest, you know what I mean? It's for me, I just really know that. But I think it's cool though. I'm happy for you. I am. I still know the joy of like getting back into those old pants again or whatever. Although I wound up giving away all my old pants. I did do that. I did because you know why? Because I was looking at them and every time I looked at them, I thought, oh, I don't fit into those jeans. So I kept feeling like I was fat, even if I wasn't fat, because I couldn't fit into my size 5 jeans. Those were my favorite jeans. So I donated them all. And now I don't ever have to worry. And it doesn't matter because if I just, and actually size 5, I don't need to be a size 5. That's really quite thin. But if my body decides to be a size 5, great. Oh, I have other pants. I don't have to have this looking at me. She goes, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. No, it's an accomplishment. I know. I'll tell you what, when it's a short story, I've mentioned it before, but I don't know if you've heard it, that when I was in my 30s, okay, so when I was young, I was thin and I was obsessed with being thin or whatever. Well, first I was fat. Actually, first I was chubby. So then I was obsessed with being thin, okay, because my family was obsessed. Don't be fat. Oh my God. So then, but then I got fat. Then I got really, really heavy. And I'm using the word fat and I shouldn't be using that. But I'm 5'1" and I was 200 pounds and I was in suicidal depression for a couple of years. I was laying on the couch, just eating and taking antidepressants. So, and watching TV. Really, that's what I did. That was my life for a couple of years. And it was the worst couple of years. And I've had a lot more drama in my life than that, but that was really pathetic. But it was my life. And I needed to go through that. But then I woke up, not waking up like I'm waking up this awakening. I woke up to, wait a minute, I don't have to do this. I don't have to lay on the couch all day and do nothing and watch TV and eat food and order 2 dinners at a time. Why am I doing that? Why do I want to do that to myself? And so I lost 70 pounds and I became a bodybuilder in 1 year. And then I looked like a really fierce size 5. Yeah. I had a 6-pack and everything, girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. I worked my ass off to do it, but it didn't feel like work. It felt like fun because just like I love doing this, I love doing that. I was, one of those gym rats or whatever. I thought I was going to compete or whatever. That wasn't in the cards for me. Get it? Oh, psychic humor. But I could have if I really wanted to. I still could if I would have. I don't want to. I don't want to at all. Right now I'm doing Tai Chi. And I may not have like the definition or whatever, but at least I'm moving and I feel really good about it. And I feel good. I just feel good. You know what I mean? My clothes are comfortable. And I don't wear tight clothes anymore anyway, because I always want to be comfortable. That's just so important. Just be comfortable in life. Whatever you're comfortable in, just be comfortable. Okay. Here we go. Stay in my hand card. Stay in my hand. This is the first card. Boop, 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 boop. Harmony. Music. Let me pull you up on the screen. Yeah, you're welcome, Debbie. Yeah, I feel like you do. I feel like you have a lot of harmony going on in your life right now. I feel like you've reached a good place. A good place. Hang on, let me just pull all the cards together. That always works better. No, I shouldn't say always. Okay, right now they're saying pull them all. Unfoldment. Okay, but there's more stuff going on. Okay, I got it. Next. Ooh, and then breathe. And the next card is going to come from same deck. There's that. Same deck. All from the same deck. Of course. All right. And of course, I was in the middle of the deck. Okay, here, watch. This is great. I love this. So you have harmony, music. I feel like you're very creative. How could you not be creative with 2 waters and an air sign? But I feel like it's so obvious. Why am I even saying it? But I do. I feel like very strongly that you're very artistic, very creative. And they're saying music and harmony. So I get the harmony for you. and then veiled fog, and then lotus flower unfoldment, breath, and stillness. And let me tell you what they're saying. I can do better. I want you to be able to see what I'm showing you. So again, I feel like you're at a really good place in your life right now. I feel like you're at a really good place in your life right now. Size 8. She's definitely a size 8, right? I love to sing. Oh, I love that. That's cool. So you're comfortable with yourself and your life, but there's stuff behind the veil. So there's still stuff that's unfolding. Not everything is unfolding. You've let go of a lot. In order to let go of a lot of weight, you have to let go of the baggage, that the energetic baggage that you're holding on to. They're really good. They go hand in hand. It's the same way with an illness or weight or whatever it is, or any kind of addiction, because food is an addiction too. Whatever it is that you're clinging to. Okay, you know what? I have to say this. I don't know who this is for. I heard, now this is kind of crazy, but it's coming up. Dr. Phil said, this is literally one of the things this is a thing that maybe the thing that triggered me to realize why I was holding on to the weight. Dr. Phil said to this girl, this is in my 30s, he was on Oprah, and he was saying that she was holding on to her weight like an overcoat, like a parka, like in the cold weather. It's, you guys know what the cold weather, the big fluffy fuzzy coats, because she had been raped and she didn't want to be seen. She didn't want to be seen as a sexual thing, so she held onto it like a protection. She held her weight, or so she was covered and protected all the time, so she was never seen in her voluptuousness or whatever. And by God, that got me right there. I'm like, oh my God, that's what I've been doing. And that's so, yeah. So but that's, I felt somebody's going to resonate with somebody now or later. Somebody's going to resonate with that story. So breath, they're talking about, so you've got things that are still unfolding. So you've let go of a lot of stuff to find this beautiful harmony that you have in your life right now, but you're still unfolding. And the unfoldment is beautiful. Look how beautiful, the lotus flower. The unfoldment is really quite beautiful. They're also showing on another level, showing me how psychic you are with this card. The crown chakra is just open, open, open. They want you to focus on some more breath work. They said you can go even deeper, as deep as you go, also with your singing. Tamara says to feel safe. Yes. Yes, you understand. Yeah. The breath work. This is going to help your singing, and it's going to help your meditation as well. And the last but not least, of course, is the stillness, which is the meditation, that they want you to involve your breath more. They're saying you're going to go deeper. You're going to go deeper into trance, that you're going to have more of an unfoldment of visions. Oh, you're going to go a lot deeper psychically, if you want to, of course. But you can. You have the ability, and they're really talking about breath work. Even if we just start with I'm not an expert on breath work, but I know, and then if I take inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth 3 times before any meditation, it's always, or even before my live stream, which I always meditate before the live stream too, but that right there is going to start you off on the right path. Let me see. She goes, still healing from my past issues. Yep. That's exactly what they're showing, that there's still things, and that's okay. And she says, I'm having problems sensing while I am awake. Okay. Okay, now they're singing to me by the light of the silvery moon. Well, is that something that would be is that like a who's singing that, spirit? Do you have a father in spirit? Someone is singing to you by the light of the silvery moon. Right, Uncle Joe? Joseph? I feel like there's someone with you that is protective and loving. It's a male energy. could be a guide. Just because I do astral travel when I sleep. Oh, that's cool. Yes, Raymond. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So that I feel okay, I feel the presence. Does that song resonate? By the light of the silvery moon. I'm not even sure that's how it goes. That's how I'm hearing it. And I definitely feel like that this guide is this Raymond is working with you, is working with you, is working with you, and you're going to get deeper into with your breath work, and you're going to be able to allow more things to be let go of. And so the more you let go, the more you're going to be able to be awake and aware and in tune um, during while you're awake. And also something really important, because I saw you comment on somebody's something today saying you were taking a class or something like that. Am I right? Like a class for psychic development, which is awesome. But I want to tell you something. If you just let yourself be psychic, because you really naturally are psychic, if you just say, you know what, I am so psychic. I am so psychic. Just walk around saying, good morning. I love myself. I am so psychic. In the mirror, you're going to see. Allow these things to come in. And don't just like, why are they saying wish them away? Don't swish them away. I don't know. Don't brush them away. Just know that when you receive something, if it's a butterfly, I feel like you're not paying attention. You're not grounded. You're not grounded. That's what it is. You're not grounded. You're not doing the breath work. You're not meditating enough. I don't like that I said it that way, but I'm just going to say what I'm saying. I'm not saying it. And they're saying that when you are grounded and you are mindful and you are in the moment, you're going to notice every little speck on this crystal. You're going to notice the way the light hits it and how the light moves when I move it. You're going to hear sounds that you weren't really paying attention to before, but they were always there. You're going to hear more. You're going to hear more. She goes, they pressure me and I freeze. Who is this pressuring you? She goes, yes, CCC. No, I don't know what CCC means. Unless you're meaning me, see. They pressure me and I go, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, you must have been the cosmic channeling course. That must be it. Okay. God, that was pretty good, Spirit. Thank you very much. I don't know how I came up with that at this hour, but I did. Okay, which is great. And they pressure me and I freeze. Nobody should be pressuring you. And you know what? You could be pressuring yourself. But if anybody else is pressuring you, just ignore them. But don't pressure yourself, because honestly, no one can physically pressure you. It would be, oh my God, I have to do it now. Yeah, that kind of pressure would suck. But just trust yourself. If you really, really want it, just say, you know what? I am an awesome channeler. I am an awesome psychic. Yep. And just be that. You know what? I'll tell you what I did. I started out with, and when I say started out, I literally mean a few years ago, because, just like you, I didn't know I was psychic. She goes, I was pressured to find out what's on someone's shirt. I was pressured to find out what's on someone's shirt in my head because you were trying too hard. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, that's all right. That's because you're really trying. When you're really getting psychic hits, you're not trying at all. You're just being. Instead of doing, practice being. Yeah, just allow it. Go into the receiving mode. Ground, clear your mind, and just literally clear your mind. Don't hurt you're hurting your head because you're like, oh, what's on this shirt? What's on this shirt? Because that's how it is in the beginning. I'm telling you, that's what you do. But then you stop doing it. When you realize that when you're saying, oh, it's just purple, and this person will be like, oh my God, my shirt's purple. Or you're like, what? You mean like your Uncle Joe? I swear I took I've only taken a couple of courses, not many. I'm not courses, classes, just because I felt drawn to. Spirit kept working with me. But every time I did, the intuitive hits were brilliant. And it wasn't because I thought I knew anything. I took a class, a mediumship class, and I thought, well, nobody knows anything either. We're all new, And so I was sitting in front of this girl, and it wasn't even someone that I was friends with. I thought, oh, what were the chances that I would get her either? But because she was really skeptical, like, you're not any good. She was one of those, but I didn't pay any attention. And I said, so your grandfather, and his name is Joe. And I just literally, she was floored. I was floored. The teacher was floored too, but I was really floored. And the girl was like, I was so accurate. And it wasn't because I'm honestly, mediumship is still not my favorite thing to do. I do it when it comes through, but it's not my calling. I'm always connected with spirit. I'm always channeling. But saying, oh, your Uncle Joe is coming through and he says he's smoking a pipe and stuff, it's just not my calling to, who's brilliant at that? Oh, she already went to bed. Julie Adriani. Oh my God. She's one of the best, probably one of the best mediums in the world. Yeah. So I just feel like everybody has their whatever you, maybe you're not even drawn to do whatever you're doing. If something, I was being tested and no one else was ever tested. You know what? You don't have to be tested. You don't even have to be in the class if you don't want to. Relax. You're fine just the way you are. You don't need anybody. Sometimes the last thing you need is a teacher. Sometimes some people really do well in classes. And sometimes people just never stop taking classes because they never have the confidence to do it. And they're amazing. But sometimes spirit, all the time, spirit is saying, all the time, they will work with you directly and they will never test you. And they will never make you feel less than. But you got to remember something too. It's your own issues that's making you feel that. Nobody's making you feel anything. They might be saying, oh, well, do this or that. And you're feeling what you're feeling, which is totally valid because you're feeling it. But just, hey, Dr. Positive. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. What time is it in India right now? And Debbie says, well, I only used my psychic abilities with people that I was close to, which I can understand that because it's trust, because you trusted them. And you're stretching yourself now. You're stretching yourself. But if you don't feel comfortable in a class with people like that you're in the class with, you just don't pressure yourself to do shit. Okay? You do what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you paid for a class or gifted a class or what anybody else thinks in the class. Literally, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I'll tell you a quick story and then I got to go. So recently, I was scheduled to take a class that I'd been planning on for months with an amazing teacher because I do take classes in trance mediumship because I'm drawn. I do it anyway, but I enjoy the classes to even more because I'm learning from, because I'm drawn to learn from just two different people. One, Mark Bedwood in Australia. I took like 8 weeks of his classes. And now Debbie Charlton from the UK. And both of them have like 30 years experience in trance. I don't know. I'm just drawn to, I'm not making excuses as to why I would even take a class. That's what I'm doing to you with you right now. Isn't that funny? I don't need to. I felt like it. That's why I did it there. So anyway, but what happened is the day before the class started, was it the day before, something like that? Somebody joined the class. And the person that joined the class is, I just didn't want to be in the class with this person's energy. I knew they only joined the class because I was in it. Because they had no interest in trance mediumship. So I literally wrote to the teacher, and I said, I'm not going to be there. I can't. I didn't say it that way. I said I need to draw. I need to. I forget how I said it, but it came out very, very professional. But I said I'm not going to be able to take that class. Can I exchange it maybe for like 1 or 2 private readings, or not readings, but private mentorship classes, or can I donate it to somebody else? I didn't want to ask for the money back or anything like that. I just, you know what she did? She's giving me 4 private classes. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? 4? That's a lot of time. She goes, no, that's what I want to do. And I never even told her why. I didn't have to. Oh, I forgot to mention we have the same birthday, literally the month, day, year, and everything. That's spirit draws you to the people that you're supposed to be with, for teachers or friends or whatever. You'll know. You'll know. So see how you feel, and if you enjoy this class, you should be enjoying the class. If you're not enjoying the class, then don't go. And if you're enjoying it, or if you're not enjoying a certain exercise, don't do it. So you know what? I think I'm just not going to do that one. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't compare yourself to anybody. You know, it's interesting because I hear Tai Chi Master Lester Holmes, who's going to be my amazing guest on Sunday, says your Tai Chi practice is your own. You're not in competition with anybody. And I'm paraphrasing, but it's not a competitive sport. Well, neither is being psychic. Neither are doing readings or channeling or mediumship. It's not a competitive thing at all. So if you're feeling that, let that go. Just because everybody's going to be doing things differently, learning in different ways, experiencing in different ways. I don't know who's teaching, whatever. But I mean, if a teacher tries to tell you, well, you're going to clairaudiently hear a certain thing in a certain way, and maybe you're not even clairaudient yet. You know what I mean? Just don't even worry about it. Spirit's going to work with you their own way. And little by little, when you allow it, your awareness is going to keep developing, and you'll be like, oh wow, you mean that those voices that I was hearing when I was coming out of meditation, so that's clairaudience. Okay. Mm-hmm. And oh, wait a minute, I was in meditation and I just saw something, and that's clairvoyance. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll see. Just give yourself a break. Yeah. She goes, I got a full scholarship because I shared their lives. You still don't have to pressure yourself. Okay? You still don't, there's no need. You don't owe them anything. Just because they gave you a wonderful opportunity, maybe it's not wonderful. If it doesn't feel wonderful, if you're enjoying it, then enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying it, decide if you still want to be there, or shift your perspective and then choose to enjoy it and do it the way you like it. Make it your own. And I know like teachers don't want to hear that, but this is your life. Yeah. And Dr. Positive says, ma'am, please organize again, cause the charm, get the readings. It was an amazing idea. Oh, the charm readings. I'll do that another day. I'm really tired now. I'm going to bed. I've been on for a lot of hours. It's great to see you, though. Great to see you. And Kim says, amen. Right, Kim? We all do it our own way. And all of us, all my soul family, and I say my soul family, it's our soul family, whatever, but all of us, like Kim and Mag and Dee and Jimmy, and we all pretty much started with, like, am I even psychic? Do I know? Am I channeling or whatever? We all started where we started, and we met at the beginning of our online live process thing, and we all still receive differently, and we all still are like some of us are more clairvoyant, some of us are more into mediumship. I like trance channeling. We have gifts that we're a lot of times we decide before. Like I know Kim was drawn to chant. I know trance and Kim, that's a thing too. But you'll know what you're drawn to, and if there's an exercise and it's causing you head pain, let that shit go. Let it go. You're trying too hard, and I'm over talking it too. As much as I'm over talking and over explaining it, that's how much you're overworking the whole thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They said, don't do it, be it. And that's the last thing I have to say. So I love you all. And Sunev said, I took the chance and said 2222. Thank you. All right. She says, when you say she's done after, okay. All right. Bill, thank you very much. Okay, my voice can hold out for one more. Hang on one second. You guys are all awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad. It's my pleasure. Okay, let me just pour some tea in that cup after all. Oh, I love the numbers. They're so synchronistic. Okay, beautiful Sinov, you on next, my dear. I could just do this all night. No, I swear, next time I'll go to sleep. Next, you are up. Okay. All right, give me 2 minutes. I just like 2 minutes, like 3 minutes. I just have to make some hot water for my voice, and then I'll be right back with you. Oh, my sweet babies. My little babies. You can go to bed with. Oh, I know. They would never do that. They wait for me. It's no matter how tired they are, they wait for me. Even though, like, they have blankets and pillows and. Oh, my little angels. One more reading, puppy. So the girl from Ipanema started singing, playing in my head. So that's for somebody. Tall and thin and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema's walking, and when she's walking, okay, that song, right, from the 60s or 60s, I think, 70s. I think it was 60s. So that's for somebody to say in replay. Although if it resonates with you, she goes, so sorry if I did something wrong. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. You didn't do anything wrong at all. I just wanted to get myself some tea. No, I'm good. I don't want to lose my. I've been talking a lot and I like cold drinks. So I needed to make myself some more warm tea with honey. First of all, there is never any wrong or right in this world. Honestly, everything just is. And if I'm still here and you want a reading, that means it was meant to be. I absolutely believe that. Always. Always. Mm-hmm. And if I was too tired to read for you, I would let you know. Then I would like do it tomorrow or whatever. But I'm fine. Because I always make sure that when I show up for my lives, I'm like 120%, or at least 100, minimum of 100. If I can't show up at my best, I'd rather not show up at all, and that's just the truth. So, this is good tea. Very delicious. Oh, also, one last thing they said to Mystical Debbie. They said, what's the word that they use? Spirit, say it again. Obligation. That you feel obligated because you were because you were scholarshiped. It's not even a word. Because I guess you were gifted the class, and so you feel obligated to do well or whatever. And also maybe because but the pressure you're putting on yourself is really you putting on it. You're putting it on yourself. They're telling me that you're overthinking it in a big way. The way you perceive it, although it's real to you, you can shift that perspective because you're putting the pressure on yourself. Okay, I love you. Next. Sinove. Let's put up the other one. Oh, that's not the right one. That's the right one. Okay. There you go. The energy of words are very important. So I always want to have the words on the screen, something positive. Tamara says, I love that song. Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm glad I'm glad I'm singing it for somebody. It's funny. I can go to the ladies' room. They go or put lip chapstick on or whatever, and they start singing to me. I'm like, okay, cool. I wonder who it's for. Okay, Sinov from Norway. The card on the bottom. The next card on the bottom. Definitely the card on the top. Card in the middle. That's in the middle. Okay. Where's the last card? You'll see. Okay. I know better than to ask. Okay, well, we've got some stuff going on here. All right, so we got patience. Any day now. Clarity, right under your nose. These are my Divine Dog Wisdom cards. I know you guys have seen them, but I feel drawn to show you again. I think you have to be a real dog lover to buy these cards. It's one of the few decks that I think it's the only deck that I own that I haven't seen anybody else use. I mean, I just love them because they're so clear too. I don't like cards that, anyway, why am I talking about that? Anyway, here we go. So self-worth is another one. Integrity. Aren't they cute? Do you have a dog? I love mine. I love all of my furry kids. Presenting it all together, you. And there's definitely something coming out of the Lightworker deck for the last card. This deck, on the other hand, pretty much everybody has. Oh, and that's her card. Yes. Don't you love that? Just say yes. All right, so let's see what this is about. It's very positive. I feel like you're waiting for something. Like you're waiting for something. I feel like it's love or relationship, money. It's one of those. Excuse me, energy's moving. It feels like Okay, it feels like energy moving, but tell me more, Spirit. It feels like one of those, they're calling it a heavy topic, like a like big topic. Oh, thank you, Dr. Positive. Thanks. Um, oh, that's right. Your Dr. Positive Tales. Of course, my divine dog wisdom course resonate with you. I like that. Um, okay, so it's definitely a big topic. So it's something that you're waiting for. You're waiting, but they're saying it's right under your nose. The clarity is waiting is right under your nose. So what so let me get some more. Okay. But you're not seeing it. They're not saying what it is. So you know what it is, but they're not sharing it, okay? And the reason that you're not seeing it right under your nose because self-worth. It's a self-worth issue. I don't like the word issue. Can we use a different word, Spirit? A self-worth deficit? It's self-worth that you can have more of if you, we'll just have to go with the word they gave me for now. They said we gave you enough words. You know, she knows what you mean. Okay, so something's going on that you want, but you've already got it. You just don't really see it because your perception is clouded because you have the glasses of lack of self-worth on. I can take those things off. Actually, these are rose-colored. Actually, the truth is, I used to say, I've got to share this because somebody's going to resonate. I used to say, oh, that's so pathetic. I literally used to say when I was in a really bad relationship thing, and I would say, well, you know, if my rose-colored glasses break, and I literally didn't have it wear glasses at the time. I would say if they break, I just get a new pair and put them on. In other words, I was never going to watch. I was never going to see what was really there. Now, now that's a whole different thing than living a high vibrational life. It might sound like it, but it's not the same. Accepting somebody treating you like shit and accepting a really low vibrational life and ignoring it and pretending it's different because you got fake rose-colored glasses on is not the same as creating your best life and being happy at every moment, or not every moment, but you know, making the best choices for yourself and living it. It's a whole different thing. We're gonna have to do a video on that one of these days on YouTube. Now, integrity, presenting it all together. I feel like you have serious integrity. You're like a really awesome. It's a judgment, but I'm going to say it. You're an awesome person, and you really live with a strong sense of integrity. Is there like a proposal or something? There's something going on, and they're saying just say yes. It's a matter of just believing in yourself. There's something. He really loves you. Does that resonate with you? I'm hearing he really loves you, or she really loves you. Someone really loves this. I feel like it's about him. She really loves you, or he really loves you. They really love you. There's some kind of doubt. There's some kind of doubt in your mind about the love of someone. But I feel like you're patiently waiting for something that's already there. And it's been there. It's been there. It's been there. But the doubt keeps you from seeing it. So take off those other glasses. You don't need those because everything really is working out for you. And all the love you need is right there. It's right there. And spirit, their love is always flowing to you all the time. Just let it in. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you very much for being up at whatever time it is right now in Norway. It's 11:29 in Florida. And I'm so glad that you asked for a reading. It was an honor to read for you. All of you. All of you. It's really been a pleasure. Let me know if that resonated. So let me make sure. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, excellent. Just wanted to say good night to everybody. And okay, I don't see any new comments. So I am going to say, of course, it does take like 2 minutes for me to see any comments. But anyway, I am going to go to sleep for sure. But I hope that resonated with you, my dear. And let me know. And if I don't read it now, but leave it in the comments, and then I'll. Kim's. Oh, Kim, can I pull a card for you, Kim? Ms. Kim Siegel. Can I? Because I got it in my hand. I swear I do. It's this one. Like, if you let me pull it for you, then I could show it to you on the other side. Can I show it to you, please? It's a really good one. Okay. Well, oops, I thought that was you. But anyway, there it is for Kim Siegel, Warrior Woman. Have you entered your deepest calling? You've got a strength, girlfriend. Woo! That's for you, Kim. And Sunil says, thank you. You are so amazing. I think it's the universe telling me they love me. Feeling very alone. That is the universe telling you that they love you. All that love, that's what it is, the universe. It's so powerful. That's why they said it was like a heavy thing. And they didn't mean heavy in a bad way. It means like it's a big thing and you're feeling unloved, but you're so loved. You're so loved. And you're so worthy of love. And that's really key, Sino. You have to understand that you're so worthy of love and that you are so loved. And not only that, but you are love. You are love incarnate. You are love incarnate. So don't separate yourself from that love because you are all of that and more. So I love you and I'm so glad that you're here. Mwah! You're amazing. And I hope you like the card, Kim, too. Warrior Woman. So I love every single one of you. I hope I have pulled a card for everybody tonight. Dr. Positive. This one's for you. And it's funny because I know it's not a dog card, but they told me to pull this one for you, Dr. Positive. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I feel like sometimes you really just take life too seriously. And I feel like saying it might be a cultural thing. And that's okay too. Nothing, not good. No, there is no good, bad, right, or wrong. Just have some fun. Have some fun. Okay. And I really do hope that I have pulled at least one card for everyone. And I thank absolutely everyone who's donated for your generous donations. Very awesome. And this awesome conversation. And you're all amazing. Tamara says, I love you all. See, now everybody's here again. We're not alone. Tamara was saying yesterday, but it's nice when there's more people. I agree. Or maybe it was earlier today. I don't know. It seems like days ago. I love it when you're all here. I do. So I feel so honored, and I thank you all so much. And is this a good day and time? You want to do it again next week? I hate to do. I don't hate anything. I'm thinking. On the other hand, do I always wait for Spirit to say? But I'd like to. I think it's important that I do set. Let me ask Spirit. Okay, they said next Monday, same time, same channel. All right. So let's make a plan. Next Monday, same time, same channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys on YouTube and Facebook. And be sure to watch YouTube and subscribe to that channel because I assure you there will be additional content on YouTube coming very soon. And then also, if you have questions like about something specific, about a topic you want me to address, like just that one topic, I will absolutely make a video about that. I mean, as long as I'm drawn to answer that, I will do it. I will make a YouTube video and I will even like give you a shout out at the end. And yeah, so good night. I'll see you soon. I'll see you really, 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 really soon. Oh, please also like my new page, even though it doesn't say it says hashtag High Vibrational Mastery. But anyway, the new page that I have that I'm hang on, let me show it to you one more time. One moment. Be sure to like and follow this page. Because I don't want you to miss anything I do on Facebook. It's not like I'm not going to be on Facebook. Of course I'm going to be on Facebook. You give more than you receive, and I just feel so much love for you. Thank you. It's very kind of you. We love you too. We all love each other. We are so awesome. We are so awesome. And I just want to show you guys one thing, which is, so if you're on Facebook, please subscribe, or it's not subscription, but it's like and follow this one right here. It's under C. Meagan Michael, or is it under C. Meagan Michael or under live? I think live streaming higher consciousness. Is that my own page? I think I showed you my own page. Wait, hang on. Let me try one more time. Hang on a second. This is the business page. looks almost identical, doesn't it? Because I haven't really been sure. I've been evolving. What can I say? I'm evolving. But anyway, that's the business page. So please like and follow the business page. High live streaming, higher consciousness with C. Meagan Michael. Hashtag high vibrational mastery. We're still high vibrational mastery. We're just the next incarnation of it. But I am C. Meagan Michael. And I'm definitely making my own content too. So, oh, also we have a sister channel, High Vibrational Mastery. So I definitely recommend. Hold on, I got a cough. Excuse me. I definitely recommend that you subscribe and like both YouTube channels because there will be content on both channels. Yeah, there will be. It'll be cool too. It's my tea bag. Okay. That's really good tea though. It's organic breakfast tea or something, but I'm using it as bedtime tea. Okay.